Hi, welcome to the channel. I'm Jay, and this is our 2 cents, where we talk everything boxing, and everybody's entitled to their own opinion. In today's live, we will be discussing Shakur Stevenson toughest fight, the WBO don't give up, and Canelo versus Crawford fight drama. But before we do that, make sure you punch that like and subscribe button, and make sure you let me know and drop it below your 2 cents as we go throughout the live. Shout out to everybody that's joining me tonight for 2 cents after dark. It's gonna be a short show tonight. It's gonna be a short show because I'm tired. But I did want to cover some of these topics. Cash Crypto, you are so hilarious with this avatar. I'm gonna laugh every time I see it. And I realize I haven't been saying what's up to people in the chat. So when we get some more people in here, I'll make sure I go through the chat. Say what's up to everybody in the chat. But what y'all want to start with tonight? What y'all want to start with tonight? I think the Shakur Zepeda fight is going to be a very interesting fight. You see everybody's talking. Um, some people feel like Shakur wins. Some people feel like Zepeda gonna win. There's not no whole collective of everybody saying that Shakur's gonna win. It's gonna be such an easy fight. There's a lot of people that believe that this will be Shakur Stevenson's toughest fight and his biggest challenge. So we are going to see, and this is the type of fight the fans want to see, where where we feel like it should win, but this opponent may put up a tough fight, give you a tough challenge, and we want to be able to see you overcome that challenge. It's nobody's hating. Nobody hating. Where my auntie Skull at?
I'm not hating.
I'm not hating. Look at Mr. Shelton. Shakur gonna beat this guy easy. Some people don't feel like that, Mr. Shelton. Some people don't feel like it's gonna be easy with the relentless pressure, the punch output, the fact that Zepeda can cut the ring off. I'm just telling you what they saying on the YouTube streets. Big Supreme say shadiction by stoppage. Oh, that's crazy work. That's crazy work. I know y'all seen the back and forth where he's been accused of doing whippets, which is, I guess, the nitric oxide. Listen, I'm old. I don't know what the new drugs the kids are using, but apparently it's some type of gas that he was sniffing or inhaling that I guess gets them high. Well, now he's being accused of being an addict, but he say he's clean now. He say this when he was younger, following and being a follower. I mean, that is what it is. I mean, I don't know what's up with this obsession with people thinking that these boxers are just so perfect and they just take such great care of their bodies. They don't drink, they don't smoke. Like, that is not the reality of a lot of these boxers. It's just not. Paid it for say 2 cents. You sound like you laying in bed. No, man, I'm tired though. Man, I don't know. My throat a little sore for some reason. Big Supreme going in. He say sure recovery been clean for 7 years. Man, listen. The reality is these boxers are not Floyd Mayweather. They not just living the perfect lifestyle where they don't smoke, they don't drink, they just do everything perfect. It's a lot. Listen, these pro athletes, it's a lot of pro athletes. I've been around pro athletes. They are not just taking super care of their bodies. Maybe the elite ones are, or the ones that are, more aware and keen to that are on that level, but they not just conscious of the things they're doing to their bodies. Said Shakur is doing whippage training for the Olympics. Like, god damn. Robert Pitt said, I think Shakur could win, but I also wouldn't be surprised if he lost. Shakur has not proven what people think he's proven. Okay, Robert, what you mean? So let me ask the chat a question. Would you be surprised if Shakur Stevenson lost? Would you be surprised if Shakur Stevenson lost? I'm probably gonna talk for about 30 minutes, do the panel for about 30 minutes, and then I'm gonna be off of here. But would y'all be surprised if Shakur Stevenson lost? No, Brian King, Falcon, Bud don't smoke, he don't drink. He don't smoke, he don't drink. How dare you say that about Terence Bud Crawford? Of course he don't smoke and he don't drink. The man walks on water. Mr. Shelton say he'll be very surprised. Mr. Shelton, why do you think Zapata is just gonna be so easy for Shakur, just like a walk in the park? And when you say easy, do you mean like easy, like I'm going to engage and fight, or do you mean easy, like I'm going to evade and run around the ring? I'm just asking. I'm not trying to hate on nobody. I'm just asking. I'm just trying to get some clarity so when the fight over, you won't just be coming back and say, "See, I told you." And I'm like, Mr. Shelton, you did not say run around the ring. So I'm just trying to get the clarity. Jab Queen Boxing say she not surprised. Brian King say he not surprised. Okay. Robert Pitt say because certain styles test a fighter. Shakur hasn't dealt with that type of style, which usually throws pure boxers off and force them to fight. And that's all I'm saying. That's all I want to see is him and if he's able to overcome the style. That's why people are so interested in this fight and people want to see this fight. And that's why I can't understand why it's not even a main event. Like this is a main event fight. Or am I tripping? Am I tripping? Mr. Shelton is a hater, but he right about Zapata. Uh-oh, Big Supreme with the bars. And Coach Eddie, they calling you out. Zapata looked really bad in the two fights with Farmer. I thought he would actually destroy Farmer. Okay, so you saying Zapata looks as though he's on some type of decline, or you just saying he looked bad in the former fights? Because that don't mean he ain't gonna come in the next fight on point and where he should be. That don't necessarily mean that. I get it. You only as good as your last performance, but we've seen people put on bad performances. In the next fight, you're like, damn, I thought they was. on the decline. I thought they wasn't gonna look like that. And I think that's what's probably gonna happen in this Canelo Terence Crawford fight, which we gonna get into. Um, because I know I just seen on the internet that the Terence Crawford fight tickets was sold out, but still available. Yeah, that's what I seen. I seen that the tickets was sold out, but they were still available. So today I'm hearing it's just so much to unpack with that, right? There's just so much to unpack with that. Um, First of all, they wanted to do the fight in Allegiant Stadium. Why? No 2 cents keep rooting for Alvarez. I ain't rooting for nobody. I just don't think that Terence Crawford gonna be able to beat him. That don't mean I'm rooting for him because that's my objective opinion about the fight. It'd be great if Terence Crawford beat Canelo Alvarez, but like I keep asking y'all, th- this let me say this, right? I've continuously said, right, that Terence Crawford fights fighters at opportune times where he has some type of advantage, right? Now, I'm not sure whatever type of advantages he'll get in this fight, but you just seen Canelo fight William Skull. You hear what the people are saying about Canelo. What are they saying about Canelo? Chat, put something, let me know and drop it below your 2 cents. What have some things they've been saying about Canelo? He old, he's slow, he what else? Y'all let me know and drop it below. What else they been saying about Canelo? He old, he's slow, whatever, and whatever else y'all could think about that they said about Canelo after this William Skull fight. Trying to do something real quick. Du-du-du-du. Flat footed. I said his legs look done. I called him Grandpa Nello. Low punch output. He looked lazy. So now with all of that said, right? If Terence Crawford goes and beats a lazy, low punch output, legs are done, flat footed Canelo, what what should be the reaction to that? Do y'all get what I'm saying? It's like listen to all the criticism he's receiving before you fight him. And then when you fight him, people gonna be like, oh, Terence Crawford in the top 3 pound for pound best ever to box in boxing history because you beat a Canelo that we just said was lazy, got grandpa legs, low punch output, flat footed, slow. Mr. Shelton say kind of sounds like Earl, no? I mean, Mr. Shelton, you just proving my point. You just proved my point. Thank you. Thank you. You just proved my point. Now, I'm not hating. I'm just asking a question. I'm just making an observation. And I'm just pointing out the pattern that I keep telling y'all that's unfolding right before y'all eyes, but nobody gonna admit it. But everybody's sitting here with all these criticisms. But it's cool if he go up and beat Canelo. I still don't think he finna beat Canelo though. I just I mean he might beat Canelo. Never know. It's boxing and anything can happen. So for some reason they wanted to have this fight in Allegiant Stadium. And that they said that Victor Conti, they said that Dana White was going to be promoting the fight. Now, my first question is, why would you first of all, it was supposed to be on a Friday. They've changed it to a Saturday. Now they don't know if they're gonna have it in LA, Vegas, or New York. And I think that that's odd because they was on this internet trying to tell you that the tickets was already sold out for Allegiant Stadium when Allegiant Stadium, how was tickets ever on sale? They obviously didn't have it together. So it's just weird. It's just be a lot of weird stuff going on, bro. You telling people the tickets is sold out and they just changed the whole date. They don't even know what city. They don't even know where they having the fight. How are you telling people the tickets are sold out? That's strange. Y'all don't think that's strange? No 2 cents. You hope Canelo beats Crawford because Crawford beat your favorite fighter. No, I don't. I just think Canelo beats Crawford because Terence Crawford is coming off a long layoff. Allegedly, he was injured during his layoff. He's moving up pretty much 3 weight classes, hasn't got acclimated to the weight, coming off a long layoff. Canelo beats dudes up quadruple Terence Crawford size. Canelo's never really been hurt. He's never been dropped, and he fights way bigger dudes and way more powerful guys than Canelo. So I think once Terence Crawford feels Canelo's power, that might change his game plan, just like it does everybody else's game plan that seems to get in the ring with him. But we'll see. That's why I think Canelo beats Terence Crawford. It has nothing to do with Earl the True Spence Jr. I hope that answers your question. We saw what Canelo wanted us to see. Yeah. Canelo on that premium snack. Bud didn't look good his last fight, and Canelo looked bad as well. Canelo should be fighting Benavidez. I could be wrong, but I think Canelo purposely fought like that. He knew it didn't matter, and he's getting to the big fight regardless. Listen, y'all be sure to help support the channel by hitting the Cash App at 2 Cents Boxing or dropping your 2 cents in the super chat. If you're listening to the replay of this live, be sure to hit the Cash App or drop a super thanks below. If you're new here and you're just subscribing, let me know. Right, I subscribe below in the comment section. If you're just here listening to the replay, write replay gang in the chat to let me know you stopped by. They were saying that William Skull has came out because of all the backlash and the scrutiny that he has been receiving and said, hey, listen, Turkey basically told me, hey, don't do too much because Canelo got other fights and contracts and things he got to do. Like, you don't want to mess that up. I'm paraphrasing, but basically, Skull came out and was like, that was pretty much what was said to him. I don't got the clips of it. I'm sure y'all pretty much heard it already because of the backlash that he was getting for running around the fight. And that is odd to me. That's a little strange to me. So it's really hard to just be like, and didn't I tell y'all? Listen, look, what did I say? I can't remember what live that was, right? But I said, I cannot believe all those fights was so terrible. It's given scripted. Go back and listen to I can't remember what live I said that on. Maybe it was the last live I did. I said it's giving scripted. How can you have that many bad fights back to back to back on the same card consecutively days in a row? So he come out and he like, hey, Turkey basically told me to chill. So, I mean, Canelo looked bad in the fight. Who's to say Canelo even trained for the fight? Who's to say Canelo even trained for the fight? We thought Canelo looked bad on the fight before he fought Charlo. But what'd he say? This nobody beats this version of Canelo. So what if this version of Canelo get in there with Terence Crawford? Shout out to Miss Barbara D with the $5 super sticker. Shout out Miss Barbara D for supporting the channel. Hold on, Miss Barbara D. I got a little dance for you. Got a little dance for you. Yeah. Get it, little Debbie. Shout out Miss Barbara D. So that's all I'm saying. So they want Dana White to promote the Canelo versus Crawford card, which is supposed to be a big fight. And so I don't. First of all, I think it's weird that people want Turkey to promote all these big fights when, in my opinion, he hasn't been doing a good job marketing these fights. So you want Dana White, who is not doing so good with the UFC right now. They ticket sales ain't doing too good. He being sued for like $400 million by ex UFC fighters and current UFC fighters, I believe, because he ain't been paying them the money he's supposed to be paying them. And then you want him to promote the quote unquote biggest fight in boxing. He don't have no idea how to promote no boxing match. He don't have no idea how to promote no African American fighter. He don't have no idea how to do any of that. I just I just don't see how this fight. Now I know the fighters will get paid, but I just don't see how this fight will really be a financial success. I'll be surprised if it is one. I'll be surprised if it is one. But I'm just curious if it's some Turkey and Dana White beef going on. Cause Dana White say he don't want it at Allegiant Stadium. And he's supposed to be one running things. And Turkey come out with the tweet like, hey, it's gonna be where I'm say it's gonna be, and I'm gonna let you know when it's gonna be. Now I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm just asking. Is it a little turkey beef going on? And then I hear shout out Key with the T that they supposed to be having the first press conference in Saudi Arabia. Why? Why? Why are you having a press conference in Saudi Arabia for a fight that you're having in America? Can somebody answer that? Listen, let me know and drop it below if that makes sense to you. Because to me, I don't understand why you would have a connect. Like, do you not want people to come? Ponder NW say UFC knows how to promote fights. Dana knows how to get you to buy pay-per-view. They hype and sell you anything. Yeah, but UFC fan base, boxing fan base is completely different. It's completely different. Otherwise, Dana White would have succeeded in boxing. He's tried his hand in boxing before he's failed. That's why he talks so bad about boxing and he didn't like it. But now he got a financial backing and somebody throwing money at him. And I don't even understand with you look at Dana White. He ain't paying his fighters, this, that, and third going on. Why would you team up with him? He's not even in boxing. He don't even have no experience. Like, why would you team up with him for boxing? But that's cool if that's what you want to do. But if you're gonna have the fight in Vegas, New York, or LA, which is the three places, why would you do a press conference in Saudi Arabia? This is just what I heard word on the street. Shout out Key with the T. I'm not saying for sure, but this is what I heard. And if what I've heard is true, it makes absolutely no sense, in my opinion, to have a Canelo Crawford, a Mexican American and a Black American press conference in Saudi Arabia. Why? Why? It's gonna be whack. Hope on the River, you telling me he can sell anything? Why is he taking this over there to Saudi Arabia when you should be here in America? So people can be there, it can be drama. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand. The turkey hate has got to stop. Can anybody tell me where there was any hate? Because I don't agree with you having a Canelo Crawford press conference in Saudi Arabia. I'm hating. That homeboy say the turkey glazing has got to stop. Facts. Facts. This for you, Rollo. Do the Devin Haney. Man, Dana White in debt, so it makes sense why he next to Turkey. The big Turk can do whatever he wants. He got the bag. And do you see what the bag is doing to boxing, Mr. Shelton? Do you see what it's doing? If Terence Crawford get in that ring and run around, I know a lot of people gonna be mad if Terence Crawford get in that ring and run around, but they just robbing Turkey. They just robbing Turkey. They just get in the ring and run around. He didn't have a problem with William Skull doing it because he clearly told him to do it before the fight. I don't know what he told Rolly. Well, he must have told Rolly something. Rolly must ain't give up and went in there and knock Ron out anyway. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. Shout out to Creole, the traveler with the $5 in the super chat. He says, I love the sound of money. Shout out Creole. Shout out Big Dog Willie with the $2 in the super chat. Tank versus Jake Paul, November 27, Las Vegas. Facts. Shout out Big Dog Willie. Shout out to everybody that is donating to the channel. Got a little dance for y'all. Yeah. Appreciate it. Yeah, Turkey has enough bags to buy many souls. Hanos clan just mad Turkey don't like Devin. The internet cowards can be tough. Pissy Rollo here. That's why Rolly kept saying he fucked up their plans. Good shit, Rolly. Word on the street, PBC and Al been had the bag. Folks been moving around them because they make you fight Godzilla facts. Now Rolly about to Doug Hanos. I mean, Fly Frequency want us to talk about Devin so bad, but he's not the topic of conversation today. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, the bag is giving us the best fighting, the best. No, he's not, Rallo. Stop it. You just repeating stuff. You ain't been on here in a while. Those narratives is changed. Nobody hating on Turkey Mustard. People can speak their minds and give their opinions over here. Absolutely, absolutely. So why Tank never fought Godzilla? You crazy. These people steady talking about Tank ain't never fought nobody, just like Ryan and Rolly ain't just headlining the turkey card. Y'all tripping. If the best fighting the best, and Ryan and Rolly just hit Rollo, didn't you just say Turkey putting on the best fighting the best? And then he just put on Ryan and Rolly versus each other, headlining one of his cards. So by your own logic, wouldn't that mean that Ryan and Rolly is the best? Using your own logic, Rollo. Rollo, Rolly and Ryan are the best, correct? Turkey put them on his card. They headlining the card. You said Turkey putting on the best, fighting the best. They're the best. And isn't Rolly and Ryan both two of Tank's opponents? Yes, they are. So, is that not the best? Is that not Tank fighting the best according to your logic? Right. It took place. No, teacher, haven't seen the speech. What did Trump say, teach? Let me drop the link. I said I was gonna talk for 30. I don't know, man. It just seemed like it's about to be a lot of drama with this Terence Crawford Canelo card. I mean, it just seemed like it's already. You feel me? It seemed like it's about to be a lot of drama. I don't know. You know, they trying to get things together. You know, business of boxing. I get it. I get it. But allegedly, it was supposed to be on Netflix. I heard Netflix told them no, so it will not be on Netflix. Um, so we don't know what network it's going. We don't know nothing, man. Shout out Paid in Full on the panel. What up, Paid in Full? What's your 2 cents? What you got for the show?
What's going on, Toussaint? I ain't really got too much. I was just up to kicking with you for a little bit.
Oh, okay, cool, 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 man. What you think about that as a pay to fight? How I look to you?
I think it's gonna be that's an interesting fight. I want to see how Shakur hold up. I want to see how Zepeda come in. Is he gonna keep up the same volume that he had against Terry Farmer, or or will he get spooked and not want to let his hands go? So that's an interesting fight. I place a bet on that fight. I'm not for sure yet.
Years old.
Fly frequency.
Oh
What's your two
shit.
cents? What you got for the show?
Pete, what's going on? 2 cents. Yeah, I'm hearing that Devin is going to be on the Bud versus Canelo card. Ryan and Rolly not going to be fighting for Turkey. They going back over there to the PBC.
Where you get that from?
Well, KO just did a video on Oscar De La Hoya and PBC. You know what I'm saying? Possibly doing something next. And so, Ryan Garcia is under Oscar De La Hoya, so he gonna go along with him.
You just making up
Turkey
stuff.
said he ain't interested in Devin versus Ryan rematch.
When did he say that?
You said KO just making up stuff?
When did he say that, frequent?
When did what? When did who
Turkey
say what?
say he wasn't interested in the rematch? But anyway, we're not talking about that. Shout out Rollo the Sweet on the panel. Rollo, what's your 2 cents? What you got for the show?
I just looked at my watch. I got time today. You talking about the best? You talking about 4 undisputed matches ain't the best fighting the best? Who else gave us that? Who
What?
else gave us
Yeah.
4 undisputed matches?
Who asked for that shit? Nobody cared about that shit.
Who didn't? Nobody cared about the undisputed match between Bivol and
Man,
and
nobody cared
Beterbiev.
about that shit, bro.
Man, you a clown.
Y'all
What the hell you
Tinkerbells
talking
don't
about?
never make no sense,
You
man, when
sound
y'all be
stupid
All
saying
right,
than a
stuff
so
though.
motherfucker.
Rollo, let me ask you a
You don't
question.
like
Rollo, let me
boxing
ask you
if
a
you don't
question.
care about
So
undisputed
Rollo,
matches. The hell you talking about?
let me ask you a question, Rollo.
Go ahead.
So you said Turkey put the best fight in the best. Didn't Rolly and Ryan just headline a Turkey card, which would indicate that that's the best fight in the best? And if that's the best fight in the best, both of those are 2 of Tank's ex-opponents.
No, because
I'm
they
not.
wasn't supposed to.
Hold on, I'm
Rolly
not
was
talking to
supposed
you,
to
frequent.
lose.
Hold on, frequent. I'm talking to Rollo.
No, absolutely. Rolly ain't the best. He's
No, you just said Turkey put on the best fight in the best.
he do. He do. Not
Okay,
every
he
fight.
just put on.
He
Okay.
he do not every fight, but he has given us 4 undisputed bouts. Now,
All right,
Why
JB
you trying to
Sports.
pretend like
what
you don't know they was
Frequency, it's not your turn, bro.
hey,
JB.
what other promotion company has given us 4 undisputed bouts in 1 year?
All
Because
right.
that's the biggest it gets. It don't get no bigger than undisputed. In case y'all didn't know
Bro,
this.
they lost money on that fight, man.
Who cares?
Rollo,
What
how
money did
many
you
of
make
those
off of it?
fighters? Was PBC fighters?
Is Bivol a better be PVC fighters?
No.
Is Usyk Philly PVC fighters?
No.
Oh, what's the point of that question?
The point of the question was he wouldn't be able to make this possible without other promotional companies. Stop acting like he's doing this all on his own
He
because he's not.
is. He
but
No, he's
is.
not.
none of the people he named was PBC fighters though.
And
Right.
none of those are his own fighters either, though.
He don't got fighters. He's just a
Exactly. So none of this would be possible without other promotional company
no.
fighters.
None of it would be possible without him dropping the bag. What are you talking
Dropping it, you
about?
right about that. Fumbling it, dropping it, however y'all
Why
want
do
to
you care
describe it.
about what he does with his
Hold on,
money?
y'all. Let me get
As
let me
long as
get
we get
everybody
the
2 cents off.
fights.
Hold on. Let me get everybody two
Pocket
cents
watching
off
this
before
man
we
and
open
pocket
up.
watching boxers. What the hell?
Before we open the
What
panel.
the
Shout
hell?
out JB Sports in the building. What's your 2 cents, JB Sports? What you got for the show?
Okay, I think we talking a little bit about Turkey out of Sheik, but kind of want to talk a little bit about the PBC got a big fight with a Filipino icon, Manny Pacquiao coming back in Mario Barrios. That's gonna be a fight
Man,
that's gonna do some
stop.
good numbers.
That's a
It's gonna do
trash
some good
fight,
numbers.
man.
It's gonna do some good numbers though. It's
But
gonna
y'all
be one
cool
of the
with
So
that.
most.
that just tell me that he lost that little election race he got going on. But continue.
But y'all cool with him
Yeah,
fighting
yeah.
50-year-old.
Yeah, they ranked him in the top 5 of the WBC. It's not it's not 2 of the best guys at 147, that's for sure. But it should be a styles make fights. It's probably gonna be an exciting fight. It's gonna do good numbers because Pacquiao
Man, Manny
is a
Pacquiao
name.
gonna
He
get
probably
beat the hell
it'll
up.
do bigger numbers than better be Bill with 3. I tell you that right now. It's gonna do
Yeah,
bigger pay per view
I
fights
mean
than that
it's
thing.
Pac-Man.
That's how
Man,
they know.
Barrios can't beat no
Hey,
Pacquiao.
Rollo.
Y'all
Man,
bugging.
Pacquiao about to get beat the hell up. Y'all
It's
tripping.
Pac-Man.
Hey,
Pac-Man an old
Rollo.
man though, you know.
Rollo.
So
Wow.
Yeah, but Barrios is not that good though. So
If Turkey's
Pacquiao, if
so
he got
good,
anything left, if
Well,
we
then
get the
they on an
Pacquiao
even
that fought
playing
Uga,
field because
if
I,
Pacquiao ain't fought since when?
he ain't fought
5
since
years.
I think it was Ugas.
Pacquiao
That was about
stays in
five,
the
six
ring
years
though.
ago. Ugas.
He
I think
just
that was about
hey,
5 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago.
he just had
Remember,
a
he
little
supposed to
fight
fight
against
Spence,
somebody,
but
but
Spence got an eye injury. He pulled out, and then it was Ugas, kind of last minute replacement. He lost that fight, but it was competitive after about 7 rounds. I think after about 7 rounds, Manny probably ran out of gas and he lost that fight though. But
Pacquiao
if
got
that
his
version
ass
of
beat.
Manny Pacquiao show up, I think that version might still good enough to beat Barrios. Man, Barrios is not that good.
Man,
Pac-Man
Pacquiao
is an
is
old
not.
man.
Y'all are tripping, bro.
He's
Barrios
an
a
old
Pacquiao is
bum,
man.
not
man.
about to win, bro. He's
Yeah,
not about to
Mario
win.
gonna win. It's another
Nah, he
PBC,
can't beat
Jimmy.
Boots. He can't beat Norman Jr. But I'm saying if this is the weakest champion, this is a move where they doing a strategic move. They're
Right.
picking obviously the weakest champion at 147. That's Mario Barrios. I thought Barrios lost to Ramos on the Jake Paul Mike Tyson undercard. He got rocked and I think he got dropped. He got hurt multiple times in that fight. So Barrios ain't no
Yes, he
world beater.
did.
It's just a slick PBC
Mhm.
move to boost Mario up. He gonna
I
beat
got a
Pac-Man.
question for
Pac-Man's too
Rollo
old.
though. If
No, Pac-Man is a bad matchup for him, bro.
Man,
I'm
Pac-Man
telling
is
Man,
you.
but
old, man.
Pacquiao, y'all listen, y'all not being
like,
realistic. Manny Pacquiao is 60 years old. He ain't fought in 5 years. You think he
Right.
finna come beat an active fighter?
Nope, he's not, baby.
Hold on, y'all.
He could
Shout
beat
out
a
Jab.
bum.
Hold on. Shout out Jab Queen Boxing in the building. What's your 2 cents, Jab Queen? What you got for the show?
Am I on a delay?
We can hear you.
I was about to say because I know I was just talking. Where did you want to start? Because I know JB Sports was talking. So
Oh no, I
did
hadn't
you want me
opened
to
the
go
panel
into
yet.
that?
I'm just letting everybody get their 2 cents and then I'm opening it up.
We talking
Oh
about
yeah,
Pacquiao.
no, nah, he's gonna lose. He's too old, man. I don't know. He ain't been in the ring in what you say 4 or 5 years. I can't see
Yeah.
that. I just can't see it. Y'all gonna know how he used to look and how he used to be and all that. Nah, man. Ring rust is a real thing. I don't care how much shadow boxing he do.
I wouldn't say he got ring rust though, because he stays in the ring. It's just
How long Barrios been out?
his legs
All
Doing
ain't
right,
been
what?
panel
consistent.
open.
He stays in the ring doing what?
He don't stay in no damn ring. He
He
been
just
running
had like
for
an
office.
exhibition fight. He just had like an
Oh my
exhibition fight.
He
god.
spar, he play a lot of
When?
basketball. He's still an active player, but he's just
Did
an
I
active
Man,
guy.
just
But
hear
y'all
it's just,
somebody
He
say?
an active
Did I
boxer.
just hear somebody say Pacquiao got a chance?
hold on. Shout out Mr. Shelton
Yeah,
in
you
the
yeah,
heard
just
that
because
building.
ignorant
Barrios,
shit.
just because who we fight. I'm not saying Pacquiao world beat. I'm just saying I
Man,
would
y'all
give no
stop
chance
playing
against
with
Boots or
Man,
Mario
Norman Jr.
Pacquiao
Barrios
gonna
like
get
that,
I
man.
just don't think
Barrios is gonna knock
Barrios gonna beat the
Barrios is
shit out of
gonna knock
Pacquiao.
Pacquiao out. He
Right.
gonna knock that old man out.
I agree. I agree.
Well,
Dang, what
Pac
what
did you
don't
see
get
him?
him in
what
Did
the
you see
ring.
Barrios
Barrios
gonna
in his
have some
last fight
dude
against
fluid or
Ramos? Did
something?
you see him against Ramos? Ramos had looked horrible his last couple fights, and he wobbled, hurt Barrios, and
Man, he
arguably
beat the
won
Manny
that
shit out of
fight.
him. He beat
Pacquiao,
the
And
shit out of
Ramos
listen
ain't
to me,
looked
Mario.
good in
bro.
a minute.
Listen to me, bro.
Hold
Hold on,
on,
hold
one
PBC
on.
mic,
cheated
Listen
one
to
mic,
me,
one
bro.
mic,
Romeo.
Let me
one
say
mic,
this.
one mic.
Let me say this. Let me say this. Manny Pacquiao's a 46-year-old man coming off a 5-year layoff. He gonna get his ass kicked.
True. That's all
I agree
facts.
We'll
with
see.
Mr.
We'll
Shelton
see.
on
I'm
that.
not saying he gonna win the fight. I'm saying he got a shot. I would give him a shot. I would give him no shot. He come back against Boots or Norman Jr. I would give him no shot against those guys.
Hell, you
The
got a
welterweight
shot.
division,
All right,
You
the
but
got
let
a
me
welterweight
shot.
quickly
division is
Shit,
say
I
not
got a
easy.
this.
shot.
The wel-
Every human
Pac-Man
being,
gonna knock
every
Barrios
human being
down
with 2
like
legs and 2
twice.
arms got a
Nah, hell
shot.
no, frequent.
you,
Hold on,
you
y'all.
think
Every
Hold on,
every
Barrios
y'all.
is
human being with 2 legs and
Hold
2
on.
arms got a shot,
Hold on,
bro.
Mr. Shelton.
but y'all
Shout
act
out
like
Come on,
Mr.
man.
Barrios is
Don't
just
say
Ray.
he got a
Hold
shot.
on.
Everybody got a shot.
Barrios is straight up and
Hold on.
down, no special effects,
Everybody
man. He
got a shot.
basic, coming forward,
Hold on,
fighter,
y'all. She
ain't
trying to
getting
Medium
read the
behind, no
super
Pacquiao.
jab.
chat, y'all. She trying to
Medium
read the super
Let me get
Pacquiao.
chat.
the super chat. Let me get
Yeah.
the super chat.
Let him
Shout
read the
out
super
Omega
chat.
Red with the $20 in the super chat. He says it's the same clowns crying on everyone's channel. Quit giving these idiots a voice. Let them get their own channel. Shout out Omega Red.
Same
I don't
callous,
know Omega
disrespecting
Red.
man.
This ain't my regular panel. This a new squad up here tonight, actually. Um,
Same callous.
Listen, y'all gotta be
Disrespectful.
realistic. Manny Pacquiao is not about to come and miraculously just beat up a young active fighter in the ring.
That
Y'all
nigga
stop playing Mario
106.
Barrios like that, like he can't fight. Come
I
on,
agree.
y'all.
Mario
When
ain't
he
no
came
bum.
back, he beat Thurman. So why wouldn't he come back and beat Barrios? Barrios a bum.
He didn't beat
How
no
long ago
Thurman.
was that?
Barrios got, he looked like Fred, he looked like Herman Munster after that fight. You remember that fight? He got pieced up in that fight. Thurman pieced that boy, had him looking like Herman Munster after the fight.
Yeah, he
No,
sure
and I
Shout
did.
don't
out
know
I
what
Big
don't
fight
know.
you
Dog.
talking
I
about he won.
remember. I
Hold on,
remember
Fly.
Thurman going down.
Hold on, Fly. Shout out Big Dog Willie with the
Nah, he ain't drop him. He ain't drop Thurman at
two
all.
dollars.
Thurman won a
Hold
12
on,
round decision.
hold on, JB. Hold on, JB. Shout out Big Dog Willie with the $2 in the super chat. He says Pacquiao is a senior citizen. Stop it
Stop it.
with please. Stop it,
I agree.
please.
What I'm
Shout out
saying
Big.
is Barrios is not that great of a fighter. That's all I'm saying.
What
That's
fight
all I'm
y'all
saying.
saw? Didn't Pac-Man beat Thurman?
Mr.
Yeah,
Shelton.
he beat
I mean,
Thurman.
Yeah,
no, not Mr. Shelton. JB Sports.
yeah. Pac-Man beat Thurman.
Right.
Barrios is a good enough fighter to beat a 46-year-old out of the ring for 5 years, Manny Pacquiao.
I believe that too.
Come on, JB
Barrio's
Sports.
style is tailor made for Pacquiao, but Pacquiao might be shot. So if he's
Yeah,
shot, he
10 years
probably won't
ago.
win the fight.
No,
But his
no.
style is tailor made. He
Now
come
y'all
forward,
tripping.
flat footed. Pacquiao made a living off beating them type of fighters.
Yeah, 10
That's
Yep.
why
years
he's
ago.
popular with the
Pacquiao
Mr.
gonna knock
100
him
Fan
out.
base.
years ago.
He made a living out beating them guys
100
coming
years ago,
forward,
he did that.
Yeah,
flat
10
footed.
years
Barrios
ago.
You
can
talking
beat
about what he did
Pacquiao easy.
100 years ago, bro?
Pac got
Only
3
thing
100
rounds
that
to
nigga
years
win
gotta
ago.
this
do is
fight.
keep him on the outside, bro. He
Yeah, I just
beat Manny Pacquiao easily, bro.
Pac
Y'all
got
niggas
3
is
rounds
I
to
can't
tripping.
win
even
this fight.
believe this
After the
is a
third round, it's
debate.
over with.
I can't believe this is a debate.
Right.
Hey,
Me
that
neither.
Yeah,
shit
me neither.
coming.
it's
Me
only
neither.
because Barrios is not that good. I don't rate Barrios that much. I think the welterweight division is too deep. You got Boots and Norman, and then you fall off a cliff. So that's what I'm
He's
saying. I'm
ducking
just
in it.
thinking
If
Pacquiao
Floyd
had a
come if
shot.
Floyd
If
come
he's
back,
close to what he was
you
before
think
this fight, he had a
Barrios
shot to
can
beat
beat Floyd?
Barrios.
How good
Who?
is Brian Norman Jr. to
Y'all
y'all?
think Barrios could beat Floyd if Floyd come back?
Pac-Man ain't Floyd. We talking about the god of boxing now.
We talking about Pacquiao. Styles make fights. We have to
Pac-Man
look
ain't
at it like that.
Floyd.
No, I don't think Floyd could beat no Norman Jr.
No,
What?
No,
okay, I
not
ain't
Pac-Man
gonna
beat
Norman
Styles make
Jr.
Floyd.
I'm
fights.
talking about Barrios.
He can't
but
beat
for
none
Can
of
you
them young
Barrios
guys,
beat?
boys.
Can Barrios beat
this
who?
is my question.
Floyd?
How
Oh,
good
Floyd
is
would have a
don't
shot too. Oh, yeah, Floyd would have a shot against Barrios. Barrios is straight up and down, no
it
special effects. He coming
JB Sports
forward behind no
entertaining
jab.
Freaking with that craziness? We're not entertaining him with that craziness. Listen, how good is
Nah, we
Brian
gotta
Norman
take
Jr.
him.
to y'all?
How good is Brian Norman Jr.? I think he's second best welterweight. The welterweight division is not that strong. It's
Me
not
too.
deep. Like I say, it's really
You
Boots
think
and
he's
then
the
everybody
second
else. But
best
I'll put Norman Jr.
welterweight?
as a number 2 guy. And after
Me
that,
You
you
think
too.
he
fall
can
off a
beat
cliff.
Rolly? You think he can beat Rolly?
Oh, you talking about Brian Norman?
Who? Norman Jr.?
Yeah.
He beat the brakes
Yeah, I
off
think he'll
Rolly.
beat. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think he'll beat Rolling.
Yeah.
Both of those
He
guys
puts
are
Rolly
I
to
power
sleep.
punchers
don't
and
know.
stuff,
I'm
but
not too sure about that.
He puts
Nah,
Brian
Rolly
I
to
Norman.
don't know
sleep.
about that. Y'all tripping. I don't know
He'll
about
beat
that.
the brakes off Rolly. Rolly's
No,
trash.
he
Rolly
won't.
just beat
I
another
don't
bum.
know. Shit.
No,
Both
It'll
of
Rolly's
be
them
a good
trash.
fight,
basically
but I
just
think
got a
Brian Norman
punch.
No,
will win. It'll be
Rolly's
a good fight,
trash.
but I think
Rolly's
Brian
not
Norman
trash.
will break him down and win it.
Y'all
It'll
just
be a
don't
good
like
fight.
Rolly's style because he awkward, but the man is not trash.
Who ain't trash?
Yeah,
Rolly.
Yeah,
Rolly
Rolly
is
might be the
trash.
third
Who
best
Rolly is
Rolly
welterweight. He
ain't
trash.
might be the
trash.
third best welterweight. That's not saying
Yeah,
much, but
Rolly is
Rolly
trash.
might
I
be
don't
the
know what
third
y'all
best
talking
Rolly is
about.
welterweight.
trash.
He
Man,
might be the
Rolly
y'all
third
is
just
best
saying
trash.
welterweight. Now that I
y'all
think
just
about it.
saying that to boost tank up, man.
Rolly
Rolly's
is
He
trash.
did beat
trash. He
Barrios.
just
Anyhow,
beat an unmotivated dude that didn't want to be there. He's trash.
Rolly
He had
beat a
one good
drug
night.
cheat
Rolly's
that wasn't
trash.
on his
Rolly
drugs, man.
I
lost.
think Rolly beats
Rolly lost
Barrios.
to Pitbull. Rolly lost to Pitbull, and Rolly lost to that old man. Rolly is trash.
He's trash. He's
He beat
undisciplined. His
Ryan
defense
Garcia
is
though. Ryan
undisciplined.
Garcia was coming off a controversial win that they took away from him. Everybody thought that he was this and this, he was that. But then off Osterine, you saw what Ryan Garcia
You see,
was. He's a C-level
thank you.
fighter, and Rolly outboxed him. Nobody saw that coming.
And
Somebody
Rolly
thought
is
maybe
not
he
a
took him with a
boxer.
shot and
And
knocked
Rolly has never
Ryan
been
out
known to
because
be a
Ryan been
boxer.
dropped most of
That
the
still
time, but
don't
he
make him
actually
good.
outboxed
That
Rolly
still
Ryan
beat
don't
Brian
make
Garcia.
him
Norman.
good, bro.
And
That
Rolly has
still don't
never
make
been
him
known
good.
to
He's
be a
still
boxer.
trash.
What I'm saying is he might be the third best welterweight. That's what I'm saying. The welterweight division, I think you got Boots, you got Norman. Who number 3? Is it Barrios? Is it Rolly? I think Rolly beats Barrios if they fight. I don't rate Barrios. I really don't. That's
You
why I'm
think
giving
I
old
don't rate.
man
I
River
don't rate
Pacquiao a
Rolly.
shot to
Like
beat.
you feel about
If Devin come
Barrios,
up
like you
there,
feel
it's
about Barrios.
Devin.
That's how I feel about
I don't,
Rolly. Rolly's
I
trash.
don't, I don't think Rolly beats Mario because
I
Mario
want to see Rolly.
is
I want to see Rolly
fundamentally
versus
sound.
Brian Norman Jr.
That'd be a good fight, but I got
That'd be a good fight. That's
Norman
number 2 and
knocking him
number
out.
3. That's a good fight. Yeah.
Rolly's
I think
defense
Norman Jr.
just
beats
ain't
him. That's a
there.
good
His
fight.
muscle memory ain't there. He ain't been doing it long enough.
I
Both
don't
of those
know. I
guys are
can't.
power punchers.
Like
So I just
Rolly,
think that mine's probably a little bit naturally
Rolly.
bigger guy. I think he probably wears him down.
I can go to every Rolly fight and show you where he lacks defensive discipline. Every single fight,
You
he
can't
lacks
show it that
defensive
Ryan
discipline.
fight. You can't show it at this Ryan fight.
Show
Yeah, he
what?
fought a
Yeah,
very
Yeah,
disciplined fight.
yeah.
Rolly
Took away
was
his
looking
left
like
hook, Ryan
Bud in
ended up
that
winning.
Ryan fight.
I ain't gonna say he was looking like Bud. Ryan was just scared. He didn't have the juice to pump him up. He didn't have that confidence in him.
Man,
He was scared to
Yep.
throw punches.
Man, he hit Ryan with that same double hook that Bud hit Earl with, man, and put him down.
We ain't gonna do that. Rolly ain't never looked like Bud. He had a good fight last fight, but did he look? Oh my God!
He wasn't fighting no damn body. What are you talking about?
Right.
He beat a dude
Did
that wasn't
he
even
look
there.
like,
That dude
oh my
wasn't
God,
juiced up, and he's not the
he
same
catch,
dude off
He
the
has
juice.
0 nanograms of ostarine in the system.
ain't like he was
Man,
standing in
go
the
ahead.
pocket, catching and
Nobody
shooting,
trying to hear
All
slipping,
you.
y'all up here
and
doing is
making
trying to
people miss.
mislead folks.
He wasn't doing that.
Like I said,
Anyway,
Ostarine don't give you fucking skills. I ain't trying to hear that shit,
We're not
bro.
even gonna start no
Come on,
Ostarine
bro.
debate.
Stop.
We're not.
Yeah,
We're
come
not
on with
talking
the
about no
Ostarine
Ostarine.
resistance,
No.
bro. He had
If
Y'all
you
can
0
give
just
you
talk that
nanograms.
If
shit.
you get their ass off of
it
here,
gives
I
you
Yeah, he
swear
was
to
power
God,
cycling
and
you
off,
lost
brother.
me.
strength.
You
He was
lost me
cycling
on
off.
talk.
That's what that
I
was. That's
don't
why I
want
was
to
zero
hear
You
that
lost
man.
shit
me
He
on
was
about the
cycling off.
Ostarine
Ostarine.
talk.
But just admit that the boy's a bum then. Pick one.
So listen, this is another topic I wanted to
Mr.
cover
Chilton,
before I got
everybody
off
can't be
here.
a bum, yo.
Rolly's good
Everybody can't be
entertainment.
Ryan
a
can
That's
be.
all
bum.
I say to
Ryan
that.
Garcia can be a bum.
Stop it.
Mr.
Ryan
Stop
Chilton,
it.
Garcia
Y'all
can
gotta
be a
Never
stop
bum.
with
been.
this bullshit, yo.
Rolly's good
Y'all gotta
entertainment.
stop
I'll give him
this
that
shit.
much.
Ryan
But
Garcia can be a bum.
Well,
like I
then
said,
Devin a bum then.
I ain't gonna say
That's the
Ryan's a
case.
bum either. I don't think Rolly or Ryan's a bum. They're just not top level fighters. I
that's why
wouldn't
they
call
was
them
headlining
bums
that
though.
card.
I
Freako,
wouldn't
what
call them
happened? Your
bums.
drone fell?
No, 2 cents. She can't keep her hands off me.
Yeah, but Devin's clearly the third best welterweight once he get there.
Yeah, it
Ain't
could
no
be
damn
Devin
third
Haney. That
best
just lets you know
welterweight.
that way the welterweight
Hold
division
on,
is
wait,
not
what?
You're not
Stop
doing
it.
it's
that.
not
You
deep.
gotta
Stop
put
it.
like
Who
It
said
could
five.
be.
that?
You gotta put five
Where,
niggas in
Like
front of
where did
him.
that come
You gotta
from?
put five niggas in
he
Who's
front
could
of
be.
better?
He
him.
could be. That's what I'm saying. But that's just
Devin
a
is
indictment on the
trash.
welterweight
Devin
division. He
is
could be. He
trash.
could be. Like I said, you
Who's
got
better than
Boost and
Devin?
Norman, and you fall off a cliff. It could be. You can name
So
Barrios,
Devin can
Haney,
beat
Rowland.
Karen.
You know, we can
Devin
name
can
a
beat
whole lot of
Karen.
people.
Devin
Devin,
ain't
Devin can
going to
beat Karen.
147.
hell, who?
Can
Devin,
Devin beat
Devin
who?
ain't even. First of all, Devin ain't even fighting at 47. But I said, can Devin beat Karen?
Karen's a nobody.
That's
No,
that's a good
nah,
fight.
Curry to
How
beat
is he
that.
a nobody?
That's a good fight. That's a good
What
fight.
has he done to be
That's a
somebody?
That's
good
what I'm
fight. That's a
saying,
good
bro.
fight.
Y'all can't keep saying
That's
these
a good
fighters
fight.
is
Curry to beat
nobodies,
that.
bro. When you
Well, let
have
me
as
ask you
soon as we
this:
saw him
what
fight
has
against
Karen did
Boots,
to be
If he can hit
somebody?
Devin, Devin gonna be moving.
What has Karen did to be a somebody? Quiet nigga
who
Pat.
else can we pick? Who else can we
That's a
Quiet
compare?
horrible
nigga
fight,
Who
Pat.
else
really
can
though.
we
That's
compare
horrible.
him
That's
to
gonna be a horrible
outside
fight.
of
I wouldn't want to
Boots?
see
I
that really.
said, what
A
has
horrible
Karen
fight.
did to be a
I
somebody?
said, who can we compare him to if only person
Man,
he
it
has
don't
fought
matter if
was
he's
Boots?
somebody or nobody. Do you think that Karen can that Devin can beat
And
Karen?
I
Fuck this
and I'll
nobody
say a
talk.
lot of these niggas with these names ain't nobody. They
I
resumes
don't,
being
I don't
pumped
think
up in the
Karen
in the
can
game.
match Devin footwork.
Listen, you can't
Oh
pump.
my God.
Listen,
If you mean on they bike frequent, then maybe. If that's what
listen,
you're
Can
babe.
you
When
talking
you beating
about.
champions,
put
when
it
you are
this
That's
beating
why
way?
that nigga gonna stop
How
champions,
getting
many
calls because
champions are
niggas like him.
trash? Like, stop playing these games with me. Like,
the,
niggas don't get boosted
so
up to
who?
be champions when they absolutely trash. Like, who was the nigga that Keyshawn just beat Belichick? That nigga was absolute trash.
So you saying
Right.
Keyshawn is
Garbage.
trash though?
Saga. He ain't what he's not what he's being portrayed to
At
be. Not right
47,
now.
So I'm asking you, if
Keyshawn
not the
Can
So
champions,
Devin beat
So
Santillion
Rolly.
at 47?
if not the
Can Devin
champions,
beat
then
Devin
who,
can't
Santillion?
baby?
be nobody at 147. Let's be real.
You just hating. If not the
How the hell am I
champions,
hating?
Hey,
If
yeah,
he
that
thought
sound
he
like
could
because
you
you
beat
saying
hating.
he
somebody
can't
at
beat
Bravo,
147,
nobody. You
bravo.
know how ridiculous you
how?
sound.
How?
You saying he
How?
can't beat
Because
nobody.
Barrios ain't beating no Devin. That's how.
You know how ridiculous
Oh
you
my
sound to say
God.
he can't beat
Oh my
nobody.
God. Okay, so who can he
I
beat at
think Devin beat
147
Barrios.
besides low
I
Come on,
do
hanging
man.
too.
fruit?
Hey,
You just
hold
hating,
on,
man.
hold on,
Low
y'all.
hanging
Listen,
fruit.
one mic.
So
First of
what's
all,
the high hanging fruit then?
can we get Devin to
You know what the high
147?
hanging fruit is. Stop
He's
playing
not even
games.
at 147. He's fighting at
Seriously, he's scared to go to
144.
147 with his
Yeah,
He's
he
one
not
little
even
ranked.
at
ass.
Yeah, he
147
had
yet.
144, but he ranked it high in the WBC. Ain't he ranked
He
like in the
just
top
said he
five
Then
was
though?
going to
then take his ass
147
up
though.
there.
He
Then
just
take
said
Yeah,
he
his
they,
going.
ass up there.
Well, you got to
Suleiman
give
put
him
him up in the
time,
top
baby.
five though.
You know,
Already,
you
he's
That's
We
can't
already
need
got
in
to
give
more
the
him.
put
top
Devin back
five.
at
controversial wins we
140,
ever
bro.
saw. That nigga got more controversial wins than anybody.
Who?
Nobody.
Who got more
Well, look,
controversial
We
wins?
ain't talking about them, so we're gonna keep the show going.
listen. This is what I wanted to. The last thing I want to cover before I got off of here, right?
Is
The
that Victor
WB,
Conti sitting on his head?
yes.
Per
The
usual.
the WBO has said that they will not be punishing Tio because he reviewed the tape and he heard the word liquor.
Man.
And I'm bringing this up to just stress out a point because I went on Just Do and I tried to make a point and explain the difference in what real racism is. And I got called all type of names and all this other kind of stuff, and I'm defending T.O. and all this other kind of crap. But I'm bringing this up because I want to see where where the outrage is now. That the WBO has said that they're basically not going to do anything. I didn't see a bunch of videos, outrage and live streams of people yelling and fussing, snotting and spitting and sweating about how upset they were.
Because
When,
it's offensive to black people, though. That's all.
but wait a minute, let me finish. I'm talking about these same people that was upset about T.O. using this word. When now the outrage and the energy needs to be focused towards the organization that's allowing this to happen, not the person that said it. The person that said it, okay, he said it. But now we have an organization that's supposed to punish him for saying it, and they're not. So now what are you going to do? Are y'all going to write letters to the WBO? Are you not going to support any of the WBO or any of the fighters that hold a WBO belt? Are you going to tell all black fighters with WBO belts to drop them? Are you
You
not going
should.
to support? And you know what I'm saying? Like, what are y'all gonna do? Y'all were so upset. Y'all were so outraged. He didn't get the punishment that y'all felt he deserved. So what are y'all gonna do now? That's my
You
question.
should put the link up to the WBC timeline and let everybody in this chat right now drop a complaint comment on it.
Well, I'm not about to put nothing up. I wasn't the one screaming and yelling with the loud. I
Oh,
wasn't the
you
one
with T.O.
that
You
was.
don't care. Oh, my
What
I'm
bad.
what
not
what
the
y'all want
one
them
that
out of
was so
boxing for
emotionally
saying
about it.
words? Is that what we talking about? Y'all want them out of boxing for saying words? That
No,
was
that's not it. That's not what it
What do
is.
y'all
I
want to
think
happen?
that he need to be. I think that it need to be the same thing that happens to the black fighters when we do so-called offensive things, like when AB was talking about he the can man. Anybody can get it. Mexicans, Africans, and all that. They got offended by that little crap, and they fined AB and made him apologize. The sanctioning body did. When Devin said he'll never get beat by a white boy, they did the same thing. But T.O. and Ryan, they get to say all this crazy stuff and nothing happens to them, bro.
What did they do to Devin when he said a white boy can't beat him?
They fined them and made him apologize.
Did they? I never heard the apology.
I never
But
heard that
no,
either. But that's my point, frequent. So what's your next steps? Like, what's the next action gonna be? Since
I
he's
just
not
told you
being
what you should do.
fined. No, not what I should do. What you should do. You the one go around advocating. This is your lane.
We
What are you gonna
everybody
do?
need one person ain't going one comment ain't gonna do nothing.
Yeah,
You
tell
know what I'm
your
saying? If
favorite fighter to go
everybody, if
beat
we
him.
that's the
So
problem with us.
frequent.
We
Are
don't
you
never
gonna
stand
mobilize
together
your
for
people?
everything.
So are
We
you
don't
gonna
never stand
mobilize
up
the
for our
people?
race.
Are
That's
you
what
gonna
it is.
mobilize the people? Are you gonna mobilize the people?
If y'all don't want to be mobilized, all I can do is tell y'all what's going on
Oh,
and
this
what
is
we should
boxing,
do.
man. This is
So what's the
boxing.
plan? So what's the plan?
well,
Tell
go to the
Bud
like I
I
say, go to
Tank
the
I
website.
Devin to go beat him. That's it. That's how we
Exactly.
get our
Go to the
get back. Tell
website
one of them
and
niggas to go
everybody
beat
just
him up.
voice their opinion about it. Voice, how they not feeling it or whatnot. Leave a negative comment about it. If they get enough of them, I'm sure they'll do something.
Don't put the website in the chat, frequent.
Yeah, I ain't tripping. Tell
Am
one
I
of them
going to
niggas
do
to
it for
go beat
nothing?
him up.
You
That's
know,
all.
Huh?
Am I going to be doing it for nothing?
Yep.
Drop the website in
I
the
definitely go
chat.
there. I
What you
definitely go there.
talking about?
But as far as T.O. go, T.O. He done said 2 times he just made some racist comments. I don't think T.O. is a racist. I think he made 2 racist comments, or maybe he probably is a racist. But I think this all stem from his personal situation. I don't know if you people on the panel know what the background on as far as he got a
Yeah, his
divorce from his
wife
wife.
left him for a black
His wife,
football player. Yeah,
yeah,
we're aware of that.
she left him
But
for a
this is
black
not
guy. So I think
this
I
ain't
think
the
that's why
second time that he's made these racist comments, and it's not the
yeah.
second time that he's stoked the flames. I think the point that Tucson was trying to make was, what are we going to do about it? And to what Frequent was saying before, the reason that those things happened to Devin and happened to AB is because their fan bases were outraged and they did something about it. So basically, what is our community going to do about it is the point, which is why I posed the question, who can whoop his ass? Because I already know you niggas ain't going to do nothing but talk. So that's why I posed the question, who can we get to whoop his ass?
Right.
Because getting him
I
in the
can't
ring
even
with
get
somebody that can
frequent.
whoop his
Frequent don't even
ass,
want to put the link in the
well,
chat.
Right. That's
Okay,
the
let
only
me
which
ask
question.
is
you a
what I
question
just said.
then.
I
Then let
don't
me
think
ask
that
you a
niggas ain't
question
gonna do it.
though, Jab Queen. What if
That's what I just
nobody
said. I don't
can?
think niggas
What
ain't
if
gonna do it.
nobody can beat him though?
Put the
Oh,
link
that's a
So
in
lie.
the
he
I
get
don't
to
chat.
believe
say
that
what
at
he want
all.
to say.
I
Yeah.
don't believe that.
Frequent.
I don't believe that to be
Then
true
he deserved to
whatsoever.
talk his shit. Yeah.
But
Beat him
Keyshawn
up
want to fight
myself.
him.
In the
Keyshawn
chat.
want to fight him. After he fight De Los Santos, he
Now
win that fight.
Keyshawn
Let
can't do
Keyshawn
it.
fight him.
Keyshawn can't do it. Keyshawn can't do it. I
You don't
need
think
either
Keyshawn
Brian
can do
Norman.
it?
Nah, I need either
Sean ain't about
Brian
to
Norman
fight
Jr.
Theo.
or I need Boots to do it. I need somebody that's gonna lay that nigga out or Tank. I don't
Yeah, it
need
could be
nobody going
Boots.
in there running around the ring. And I appreciate Keyshawn's efforts, but I just don't think he got enough pop on that punch to keep T.O. off his ass. I'm just
Really?
being real.
Oh,
Hold on,
that'd
let
be a
me
good
say this
fight.
real quick.
Keyshawn can
I
fight. That'd be a
don't
good
know.
fight. Keyshawn, he a big
Nah,
135 pound. I give him a chance because
yeah,
he actually got
yeah.
skills
He
behind it.
might
He
got a
don't know
little.
about
Hold
He
on,
might
boxing.
y'all.
He
got a
not
little
about
chance,
Hold
boxing.
on,
but
we
I
got
don't think
somebody
so.
new on the panel. We got somebody
I
new on
don't
the
think
panel.
so.
Frequent, make sure you put listen, y'all. We got 36 people in the chat. Frequent is about to drop the link in the chat so you can go and file your complaint with the WBO. I'm not finna sit here and cry and make videos about TO. What you need to do is mobilize together and go against the organization that's allowing this to happen. So, frequent, put the link
So
in the
you
chat.
not participating, 2 cents?
Frequent, put what you how am I not participating when I'm telling you to put the link in the chat
Right.
I'm
on my
asking you a shot.
platform? How am
Okay,
I not
I'll do that.
Didn't Ryan say he hate niggas too though? What's the outrage for that?
No, there's outrage. Nobody just
it
did
was
anything.
outrage
And
for
Nobody.
that.
didn't Ryan get suspended from the what was that? The WBA?
No,
The
for saying he
WBC.
hate
Yeah,
The
they
niggas.
took him off
The
the
WBC.
undisputed video
WBC, the
game.
WBC, they I think they took him out of the rankings or whatever, but that ain't
Yeah,
nothing.
and
That
they
ain't
took him
nothing.
off the video game, the boxing game.
Yeah, they sure did.
Okay,
Which
Shout
is
out
Yeah.
more than
No
what they're
Cap
doing to
in the
Tio.
building. No Cap
yeah, yeah. I don't believe taking a
show.
person's belt for what he said though. I don't care what he said. Do it in the ring.
I don't
Take his
need
belt in the ring. Don't take
Ryan
that
the
man's
battle
belt
belt
for what he
though.
Yeah,
said.
No,
Freedom
they
of
shouldn't take
speech.
his belt. They should fine him though. Take
Freedom of
money from
speech.
him, just like they
yeah,
do
shit.
Y'all too
all the black
sensitive for
fighters.
me. He's
Yep.
freedom of speech. That man can say what he want to say. Don't take his belt. Take it in the ring. I don't want to see
Yeah.
him lose his
They need to
belt
put. They need to make the
outside the
fight with
ring for
Boots.
something he
He want to
said.
fight
Yeah.
Boots.
He say he
Give him
want to
what he
fight
want.
Boots. Yep. Give him what he
Hold
want.
on, y'all let No Cap get his 2 cents. Go ahead, No Cap.
He want to fight Boots. Give him what they want.
Right.
He don't want
You
Exactly.
to
know what
fight
I'm
no
saying?
damn
Because you know
boots.
for sure Boots gonna put that nigga in the
He
body
show
bag.
calling everybody out.
Ethan
He
called
show
him out, but
called
he
all the
ain't really
niggas
trying to
out.
fight no
Yeah,
damn
you
boots.
know what I'm
That's the
saying?
fight
Boots gonna
Turkey
catch
want to
that
make.
body.
Turkey
He
want to
gonna
make that
fucking
fight though.
show.
Turkey want to make that fight. So that fight's gonna happen. It's up to Boots though. Boots trying to chase unification. But if he can't get Norman Jr., that's gonna be the next fight. I
Hold on,
think
y'all.
him
Let
and
me get
yeah.
another super chat.
Well, why
Shout
don't
out
Tio got
to
the WBO?
Hold on, y'all.
Yep.
Let me get the super chat I missed. Shout out Omega Red with the $20 in the super chat. He says, "Why are you talking to people who don't show their face? Seriously, they cowards." Shout out Omega Red.
Nigga, oh boy.
Omega
Omega
Red
Pink
with
on
the
the road
dollar
now.
in the
Nigga
chat.
see a nigga and be totally quiet in the nigga's face. Nigga crazy.
So hey, what y'all think
Yeah.
about the Turkey moving that date from September 12th to the September 13th? That's
Hold on,
kind of
No Cap.
crazy.
Did you finish, No Cap? With your 2 cents?
I forgot what I was about to say.
You know, no cap kind of airhead.
Man,
No,
Rollo,
but
I don't hate.
I
I
think
get to
that
cooking you in a minute because I know you riding Devin nuts like you
Come
usually
on,
do.
man. You know what? Come on, no cap. You know we've been through this before. Man. You ain't
But
got the
JB
logic
Sports,
today. You your
I
brain.
was hold on. I was talking about that earlier about them switching this fight and about them having Dana White promote the fight and just about they don't know where the fight gonna be at yet. I'm just curious. I just want to see how it all play out. Like he wants to do all these extravagant fights and stuff, but I kind of feel like Dana White like, nah, we not doing all that. Like we not finna do no stadium. This fight ain't big enough for no damn stadium. So they
You
got
don't,
to figure out what venue they gonna use.
you don't think Bud and Canelo's big enough for a stadium?
And then I think it's going to be competing
Hell
with
no.
college football. No,
Yeah, that's
but
crazy.
Canelo ain't big enough
What
for no stadium.
what fight is
Hell
big
Yeah, I
no.
enough?
don't know why they moved it to Saturday. You going against you? I think
There's
they
no
got two
fights
big
right now
college
big
football
enough for no
games on that
stadium.
day.
You say no
Yeah,
You
fights
that's
got
big
true.
enough for a stadium
that's
right now?
crazy. They should have left it on the 12th. They should have left it on the Friday.
Yeah.
'Cause going
But
on a
nobody gonna
Saturday, you
watch it
got
on
two
the
big
Friday.
prime time games. I think you got Texas A&M at Notre Dame, and I think you got Alabama at Wisconsin. So if one of them
And
games
ain't it
probably
like
gonna
a
be on
soccer
prime time.
game that
But,
Saturday or something? It's like something after that too on a Saturday. They all over the
yeah,
place.
they crazy. I think they got a UFC event too. So it's just they should have left it on that Friday. It would have had its own. It would have had its own day. There wouldn't have been no big game going up against it, and it could have had all the fanfare. Could have had all the attention on that fight. So I don't know what Turkey was doing. He should have left it on the 12th. If Allegiant Stadium too big, move it to Staples Center or whatever. Or
But
move it to whatever.
nobody gonna go to it. Nobody gonna watch it on a Friday night. That's
Nobody gonna
not
go to the
really.
Canelo fight?
If they pump
The
it up
Bud
Friday night,
fight?
people gonna watch it. That's weekend. He's starting the
So
weekend
the
Friday.
fight gonna
People
be
go
at the
there. So
Vegas, the Legends, the Raiders, where the Raiders play at.
No, they
nah, this gonna
canceled
be
that.
I don't think it's gonna be. That's gonna be in Las Vegas, LA, or New York, but it's not gonna be
It
at
got to
Allegiant
be in
Stadium.
Vegas. It got to be in Vegas. This is a Vegas fight.
Yeah, they shouldn't. I'm just saying it's
This
going
is the
against college
biggest fight
football.
in
It's not gonna
boxing.
get
The
the
best
numbers that
black
it could
It's
have
fighter
not
got.
this.
against the
I don't
biggest
They've
think
been
this
on
Mexican
fight is
fighter.
as
Friday.
big as you think, Rallo.
The
I
best
know it's gonna
black
be in
fighter
Vegas
against the
though.
biggest
I just
Mexican
go if
fighter.
it's gonna be the
Who's
Legion
bigger?
or the T-Mobile.
Who's bigger than Canelo and Bud?
Yes, the green print. It's gonna
Canelo
sell.
and
It's the
I
the
would
green
yeah,
say
print.
I would say
It's
it's
gonna
not the
yeah, I
sell.
would
green
say
print. It's not gonna
Yeah,
sell.
yeah,
no.
2 cents gonna sell because you got the Latino fan base and you got the African
Right,
American fan
right.
base. It's the
Come on,
green
man.
print.
That
What's
It's
don't
gonna
bigger
mean
than
it's
sell.
that?
gonna sell.
What's bigger
You got
than the
Canelo. Canelo
Mexican
is a
and the
name and
black
Crawford is a
fighter?
name. You got to know them two of the biggest names in boxing.
Frequent. I don't know what that link
Canelo and
was that you
Crawford.
just put in there, but that
So
didn't take me anywhere, bro.
Yeah, I don't think it gets no bigger
it's
than
gonna
that.
do. It's gonna do at the floor. The floor is 500,000. The ceiling is probably 1,000,000. So it's gonna do numbers.
Yeah, I
Y'all
don't
It's
see
gonna
that.
do
gassing.
numbers.
I don't
Y'all
see all
stop.
that.
Y'all
I
first
don't
of all,
see all
it's not
that.
gonna do those numbers with Dana White promoting it. You
I
I
got
think
to
they
think
got rid of
understand
Canelo's
Dana.
that.
gonna
I don't think
do.
Dana part of it because Dana said he ain't like the fight. I think he out of there. It's rehire season fight
Dana
now. They probably gonna
promoting
get
it.
Frank Warren or
No,
somebody to promote this. Yeah, I
no, they
think
said Dana
Dana out of there.
promoting it.
Dana got an event on the same day. Dana got a UFC event on the same day. Dana not promoting this. Dana out of there.
If this fight don't do numbers, then no boxing match is gonna do numbers. If the biggest Mexican fighter in the last 20 years and the
I don't
best black
know
fighter on the
what.
planet
If
is
this
not
don't do
doing
Oh my
numbers,
numbers,
it's because
God.
of
Oh
Turkey and they
my
don't know what they
God.
doing.
This nigga said the best black fighter on the planet. I'm done.
who's better than Bud, baby?
Anybody.
You just a
Anybody.
hater.
Just anybody.
You just a hater. You can't even
And
give
you
Hey,
a
me a
two,
name.
blazer.
hey, 2 cents.
You gotta get Crawford. You gotta
Yeah,
get
you
Crawford
just
credit, man. He
You
you
said
already
the
better
paid
than Bud.
1,000
WBO said
pounds,
they
no
not
lower
gonna
than
do
2 or
nothing
3.
to what did they say that on X that they wasn't gonna do anything to TO because
I think it was on the
They
boxing
said
break
he
they
didn't
did an
say. He
interview.
said he said
Yeah,
liquor.
when
They
they
said they
make
heard him say liquor.
that's not true because I watched that and he said nigger, the hard ER.
Did
but
you put
what
the link? I don't see
it
the link.
wasn't on
He put the link in there, but when I went to that link, I don't know what the hell that was frequent
that's
took me
that's
to.
that's the WBO on X,
Nah, frequent
but I
be
don't see
plugging his
Frequent,
back
frequent.
page or
I
some
need
shit.
you
I don't
to
know what frequent got
frequent.
going on,
I
bro.
need you to what frequent, bro? What's so hard? I need you to put the link to where people can go to file their complaints.
to file
Frequent
complaints. I
capping.
don't know where to go. I don't know where to
He
go to
capping. He
Can
file
don't
you
know he
look it
complaints.
talking
I
up?
about.
was
Nigga,
saying
what
that
the
Can
hell
you
you
look it
thought you
up?
was talking about?
I was saying
Can,
that we should
This
all put
fucking guy.
comments. I was saying that we should all put negative comments on their timeline. That's what I was saying.
oh, I need you to find out where we can officially complain, not yell in
I'm
the.
about to say this nigga frequent trying to plug his back
Hey,
page and
hey,
shit.
who's the
What
pound
is
for
going
pound number
on?
one fighter right now?
It's your fight, frequent. You on my
I,
panel all day
I
with
would
He
your
say
said
Crawford, but
Mr.
I can hear all
Black
for Usyk.
Panther Warrior. Let's get it
Who?
cracking. Come
Somebody said
on, it's time to put
Boots.
the real work in.
he said Usyk.
I told you what I would think everybody should do, but y'all don't want to do what I'm telling y'all we
Oh
should
yeah,
do.
yeah. I'm definitely do it. I'm
Frequent.
gonna do it.
You have to
When
find
I get
out
off, I'm
where
do it.
we formally complained to the WBO. That's what I'm asking. Find out. See, don't worry about it, frequent.
Go on their
Clearly,
website.
you ain't about that
I
life.
just put the
Clearly,
website down there, but
Go on their
I
website.
don't think nobody want to take the time to just go ahead and click and look.
I mean, you could just go on their website and leave your complaints if that's what
Yeah,
you
that's
want.
all you gotta
all
Yeah,
do.
right,
that's
y'all. I got
that's their
y'all.
First of
page
all,
on
I
frequent,
got
you
X
it.
need to
though.
stop
I got
making
it.
assumptions, yo. Don't make assumptions that nobody's gonna go and do it. That's like the third time you said that. Have
Because
more
Exactly.
faith in
I
your
put it
people,
out
yo.
there and y'all keep
Have
saying
more
y'all
faith
keep
in your
telling me to do
people.
something
I'm
different when
saying
it's right
just go
there.
to their website and
No,
leave
what
your
she
complaints.
asked you was to put the link in the chat that you can go and file the complaint. She didn't ask you to put no link in there for no damn X. You gotta pay attention to what's being
Well,
asked
they
of
be
you,
hard on you,
frequent.
frequent.
Nah, don't worry about it,
They don't
Dale.
They don't
listen
That's
that
play. They
nothing
well,
don't
you.
play
man.
with
I
you
No,
didn't
like that.
say
that
nothing about filing no
no.
complaint. All I said was everybody should go and complain on a comment. But y'all trying to go, y'all trying to,
Do it
y'all trying
formally.
to say,
Trying
That's
to
how you
do it
don't
huh?
even know what
formally.
we're talking about. See,
It's
that's what I'm
because you
talking
don't
about.
have any
Somebody
facts,
that
frequent
joins
flyer.
the
You
fucking
lied
No,
about
y'all
Devin Haney
trying.
being forced
No,
to
y'all trying to
apologize.
send me on a wild goose chase
Devin Haney was
instead of
not
just
forced to
leaving the
apologize
comment.
for
Nah,
I said
fines for
if
saying that
everybody
he did
flood
a
their
you
low.
capping,
timeline,
frequent.
I
You
said
Freaking
capping.
everybody
capping,
should
freaking
flood their
capper. You gotta stop
timeline.
capping, man.
I said
Devin
everybody
Haney was
need to
not
flood
fined by
their
no damn
timeline, and y'all
WBC
trying
for
to send me on
saying
a wild
anything.
goose
He
chase
pushed
looking
Lomachenko.
for
They
somewhere to
fined him for
file a
pushing
complaint or
Lomachenko.
something.
Man, just go on
He
the
didn't.
website.
He wasn't
Who's
forced
the
to
best pound for
apologize
pound
for
fighter
take her.
in the world right
He
now.
apologized because he wanted to apologize.
Just forget about
I
it
didn't
then,
mean
y'all.
to offend
They
the
could do
fans.
us any old kind of
He
way they
said,
want to
"Fuck
do
that."
black people.
That's
Just forget
irrelevant.
about it.
It's
Nah,
irrelevant.
frequent
There you
stop.
Oh
go.
You're
no,
not
we're
finna
gonna do
sit on
that
here
freaking
and
fly.
try.
We're
Get
gonna go on
him
that
out of
And
here.
we gonna
WBO.com and
need
file
to
a
find
complaint.
a
Hope we
link
get
to
enough
where we
people. We
can
just need
find
to
a formal complaint. Yeah, you can go on Twitter and put all the comments you want, but you find out where you file a formal complaint. That's like when you go in the store and you yell at the employee, the cashier, when you really should call corporate.
Uh-huh.
oh yeah, we need to get their number then. We need to get the WO, we need to get the corporate
No,
offices. We need to
yeah,
call
we
there with
need
the
Hey, you ought to
president
look
all
at the
this.
They
WBO
big
have
number
a
house
right
office
now.
there.
So
See, we can
fly
talk to
why y'all
somebody
acting like
that's close
no
to him.
fly
That's what we need to do.
frequency up here every day, like he Quanell X. But
I'm
when it's
saying why
time to
y'all
Yeah,
put
acting
some
like the
leg work
Right.
website is
in,
so hard to
he don't
look up
want to
though?
do that. He don't want to
yeah.
do that.
Here, I'm about to post their number right now. You want to talk to the WBO? I'm gonna
What's
post
so
their
hard
address. You
about
can write
Yeah,
that?
them a
put the
letter
number up
too.
there so we can
Boxing
call.
source.
There you go.
Hold on, boxing source. My IG
We ain't
is Two
capping out
Cents
here.
Boxing. That's my IG. Just look up IG 2 Cents Boxing. That's my IG. All these keyboard Black Panther warriors up here. But when it's time to look up a website, you don't want
Why
to
Oh,
do
you
they
that.
ain't
keep
posted.
putting me in the back though? That don't
They
make no
got me up here on
sense.
the post. They ain't
Because
letting
you
me
was up
post
here
it for some
capping,
reason.
bro.
No, you sound
I
like
put it in
you
the private
against
chat.
you against doing it. So that's why you keep throwing me in the
How do
back
I
and
sound like I'm
trying to
against
send me
doing
on
it?
a wild goose chase. Just say you don't want to do it and you don't think we should do it.
I
That's all.
posted the WBO number and the address
Frequent,
in
you're
the
not about to
private chat.
gaslight me up
They ain't
here.
letting me
Stop.
post it in the chat.
I'm saying, what are we hoping to accomplish? Get his belt taken?
No, not get his belt taken. I think they need to they need to
Fine. Fine them.
fine him. Yeah, they need to fine him, make him give a formal apology and all of that. You know, because guys like him and Ryan, they do these things. They go on these racist rants and they be standing on it. They be saying, I ain't going to apologize and ain't nothing going to happen to me and this
Hey,
and that and
listen, what
third.
was y'all
And
at when
nothing
Mike
it
Tyson
ever
was
happened.
fighting? What,
Yeah,
was
right.
y'all around when Tyson was fighting? Do y'all remember the shit Tyson used to say to them white
Right.
people, man?
He
Oh
used
yeah,
to
he
be
Calling
said some
them,
weird.
crazy
Yeah.
stuff.
he
Yeah.
talking about
Right.
fucking
You
them in
get mad
their ass
like
right there at the
what
press
this
conference.
boxing, dog. What you want people to do?
Do y'all remember the shit
You saw
Tyson
the
used to
white people
say, man?
complaining that Floyd Mayweather they
Yeah,
wanted to ban
he was
Floyd
saying that
Mayweather
the
from fighting
rhino stuff. He
Pacquiao.
was
Like,
saying that
why
the
is
Are
Floyd
you
rhino.
serious,
participating
man?
in the biggest fight where he had domestic abuse charge?
This is
And they
combat
can't.
sports. Y'all talking about some words.
It's a new day and time, man.
Come on, man. Do y'all remember the shit Tyson used to say to these people, man?
Oh yeah, Tyson was off the
Y'all
chain.
correct. What are we talking about? Let's talk boxing, man. Y'all talking about what a nigga said. Let's talk boxing. Let's talk about who's the best pound for
Rallo,
pound
no,
fighter.
they spent 2 days talking about this, all on the internet. 2 days going
Yeah,
on and
yeah.
on
That's
about T.O. saying
Thank
the
you, No
N word.
Cap.
them
I
is couch
appreciate you.
potatoes. That's couch potatoes and dweebs, man.
Yeah,
That's niggas that ain't
Muhammad
never been in the
Ali called
ring.
But Frequent was the main one.
Well, I'm talking to my Hanos partner
Muhammad
then.
Ali
Don't mean I
Muhammad
gotta agree
Ali
with him.
called Joe Frazier a gorilla, but when you know what I'm saying, Bill Haney made a little reference like that to Tank, everybody went crazy. So, you know what I'm saying, keep the same energy,
Well,
y'all.
you know the tank fans, they something special. You know what I mean? Tank
What the hell are
Tanker
y'all talking
Tanker
about?
talk bad about everybody. He talks bad about Clarissa Shields, disrespects the queen. Ain't no outrage. It's just
She first of
words.
all, she disrespected him as well. And I love how y'all love to blame Tank
It's
for
just
every
words.
goddamn thing. How did he even get involved in this? It's like y'all niggas, y'all are obsessed with this
It's
man.
just words. You know.
Can't
Put that
nobody
back
say
They
on.
can't
want to be
Put
nobody
that
Tank
say
back
fans,
on.
say
but they
Tank
can't.
name
Put
in
that
here.
back
I
on.
It's
forgot.
just
Put
words.
that
You
back
know you
on.
get
This
emotional when it come to Tank, baby. It's
hold
cool.
on.
Put
For
that. No,
anybody that would
I get
like
upset
to
when y'all niggas
I
keep
know it. That's
dragging his
emotion.
name in
Upset
the
is an
goddamn
emotion,
back.
baby.
Like goodness
Upset
hold
is
gracious.
an
Yeah.
on.
emotion.
Hold on, listen
God
up. For anybody
damn.
that would like to
Stay on topic.
call the WBO, write to the WBO and file some type of formal complaint or let them know how they feel about what's going on with T.O., there is the contact information right there. That's pinned to the top. Here is the WBO.com boxing contact information. You can shoot it in an email, just like Frequent suggested. Go to their Twitter pages, spam their comments, tell them how you feel. You feel like he should be reprimanded, he should be punished, he should be fined, whatever you feel like should be going on. And this is where you need to take the action. This is where
Right.
you need to take the action, not running up on T.O., because what's that's going to do? Write the letters, leave the comments, make the phone calls, have your voices be heard. Period.
Yep. Exactly. Exactly.
That's cool. That's cool. I'm still just confused on how the boxer that generated the most money in the last 15 years against the #1 black fighter in the world is not the biggest fight in boxing. I'm confused on that.
Are you talking about Crawford?
Crawford and Canelo. How is this not the biggest fight in boxing? I'm confused.
Oh yeah, it's definitely the
It's
biggest
it's
fight
it's
in
race
boxing.
That's the
baited.
biggest fight in boxing.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
race
It's the
baited. You
green
got the
print
number
because the
one
fan
money
base is the
generator.
biggest
You
fight in
got the
boxing.
#1 pound for pound fighter. How could it not? What else is
Yeah.
better?
Like if they put that
Another
fight
thing,
on
I
the
think
13th and try to compete with college football, it ain't gonna be no biggest fight. It could be the biggest fight
So
all at once.
so you telling me
It
there's
ain't
never
gonna
been a
sell. It's
boxing
not
yeah, you
fight
gonna
got.
do
on
numbers
college
like
football
that.
night?
I agree with you. They should have left it where it was. They shouldn't have
It's
moved it
not
on
gonna do
Saturday.
numbers like that, Rollo. It's not, bro.
It's gonna hurt the numbers. It might, it might be close to 500,000. It would have had a chance to do 1 million if I think they would have left it on Friday. It would have had
Okay,
no
so
competition.
so
That
No
wasn't gonna
competition.
do no million, y'all. Come on, y'all. Y'all not being
Because illegal streaming, it
realistic,
might
y'all.
not do 1 million because illegal streaming, but it's 1 million capable of fighting people on illegal streaming. But
man, what fight
that's
is
the
bigger?
day and time we
I
in
don't
right
even
now.
think Turkey has ever sold 500,000 pay-per-views globally. I don't even think he's ever sold 500
Who
pay-per-views
haven't?
globally.
Turkey.
Turkey.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He ain't had no fight like
Yeah.
this
Why
though.
would
He had
y'all think he's
Silver,
gonna do a
Better Beat
million?
3, Usyk Fury. That's big
Because of
over there. He did.
Canelo. Has
Yo,
Canelo ever did a
you
million
bugging. I think
pay-per-views?
This is a USA main event type of fight. So let's
Okay,
see what type of numbers he do with this fight here. When you got
Anthony Joshua does crazy numbers, bro.
Cash
yeah,
Crypto
well,
say
I
Worldwide.
a
can't, yeah,
nigga.
No, you
Hold on,
don't.
hold
He
on,
ain't
hold
never
on. Let me
had
get
a
this comment.
successful American
Let me
pay
get
per
this
view.
comment.
yeah, he
Cash
Yeah, you said
Crypto say
American pay per view.
Right, because it's
Cash Crypto say
$25
a
to
nigga.
watch pay per
Hold
view
on,
in
no
She
UK,
cap.
said
nigga.
Hold on,
global
no
though,
cap.
bro. She
Nigga, it's
said
Hold on.
$25 on Sky
Y'all
Spot.
gonna let me talk. Let me get this comment. Cash Crypto say a nigga moving up 3 weights can never be the biggest fight in boxing. Shout out Cash Crypto.
see. The thing
That's a
about the
good
thing that
point.
make this fight so big is the winner of this fight, in my opinion, is gonna be the fight of this era. You know, last time we had a fight of that magnitude was Mayweather Pacquiao. And Mayweather won that fight, and he established himself as the fighter of
This is
that era.
not
So the
no.
winner of this fight
This is
between
not
Canelo
no
and Crawford will be the
comparison.
best fight of this era. So it's more than
I believe
undisputed
so
on the line
too.
of this fight.
I believe so too.
How? How? When they 3-weight classes apart, y'all, that don't make
but
sense.
already the best fighter of this era.
Yeah, I think so. But he got to beat Canelo. Canelo beat him, then Canelo gonna have the strong case, and I think he'll
So
have
in
the case
order
because
to be the
with the
best
winning over
fighter of
Crawford,
your
he'll,
era,
he'll,
you
he'll
gotta
be able
beat
to say
somebody
he's the
3-weight
best fighter of
classes.
this era.
So
He'll
in
be able
order to
to.
be the best fighter of your era, you gotta beat somebody 3-weight classes up.
No, you don't. But it's a hell of a accomplishment.
It's actually 2 weight classes up, but these
So
guys have
let
been
me
the
ask
two
y'all
best
a
guys.
question. Let
They've
me
been,
ask
two, they've
y'all a
been
question.
the most dominant guys, winning in multiple weight divisions.
How do y'all think Terence Crawford is going to beat Canelo Alvarez, moving up 3-weight classes, coming off an injury, coming off a year layoff? How do y'all think Terence Crawford is going to be able to pull it off at 38 years old?
It's 2 weight classes, ain't it?
Yeah,
You
it's
see
two.
him
Like,
walking on water. What you talking about?
It's 2 weight classes, and
yeah, it's two. It's two.
Tommy
Okay,
Hearns
he
did
had
it.
one fight at
Roy Jones
54. He
did it.
had one fight at
Okay,
54.
he's a champion at 54. So it's two
Yeah,
weight classes. Whether you want to
He
keep
fought
on,
the weakest champion at 54 and
who
had
cares?
problems.
He's a champion at 54. So he's a champion at 54. So it's 2 weight classes. Why do y'all do that? I don't understand. Why do y'all do
Essentially, it's
that?
3-weight classes. He only fought at
Is
54 one
is
time.
he a champion at 154?
What does him being a champion have to do with him fighting one time?
Is he a champion at 154?
but like I
That
say, his
means he's
last
in the
fight was at
Because
154
he
154. His
era.
last fight
already
was
there,
154, so
bro.
he had to
The
move
What
up
are you
the
2 weight
talking
classes
about?
from his last fight. So
Now, Roy Jones went up. Thomas Hearns went up 15 pounds.
And he's neither one of them.
yeah,
Shit,
but
I don't
Lord
know
Hopkins
about
moved up
that.
2 weight classes and beat Tarver. So we done
I don't
seen
know
cases
about
that the
that.
special
I
fighters
think
can
Bud.
do
I
special
think
things.
Bud is Roy Jones and Thomas Hearns. I think he is that caliber of fighter. How could he not be?
Mosley moved up 2 weight classes and beat
What are
De
you
La Hoya.
talking about?
So we've had examples of past of fighters doing
Right.
that. I don't
What are
think
we
Canelo's
talking
the same
about?
fighter either. That's another thing. I don't think it's not the Canelo that beat Billy Joe Saunders. It's not the Canelo that beat Caleb Plant. It's not the Canelo that
Right.
beat Callum Smith. If that was the case, then I probably would give him the edge based on the size advantage. But what we seen in Canelo last 3 fights, Munguia, Berlanga, Skull, he's not the same fighter.
He's on the
And
downslide.
what Crawford does well is he catches you with shots you don't see. People are like, oh, he's not gonna be able to hurt Canelo. Bud Crawford is a master of catching you with shots you don't see. That's how he hurt Spence in that second knockdown. Spence was trying to throw over here and right. He came right up under that shot and caught him with a shot didn't see and badly hurt Spence. He's probably the best in the business at catching you with punches you don't see. That's how he
No,
stopped.
Earl couldn't see because of them cataracts, though, bro.
He wouldn't, even if he had good eyes, he was throwing a punch. He went right up under the time. He anticipated the punch he was through, and he came right up under the punch. Bud been doing that his whole career. He's a master at catching you with shots you don't see. So that's how you can hurt Canelo.
After Bud beat up Earl, I can't go against Bud after he destroyed Earl like that.
Yeah, he don't know how to
Earl
lose. He
couldn't see, bro.
Destroyed Earl.
So y'all think Bud gonna just take Canelo power?
Canelo ain't gonna be able to hit Bud. He too slow.
It's been done before. It's not like people haven't moved up to weight.
Canelo kind of trash. I'm gonna be real.
Lateral movement.
Right.
Like,
and
Bud fight a
Canelo
real
has
68,
a
of course
problem
he'll lose. But Canelo not a real 68. He cherry picked his fights. He picked guys he matched up with. He picked like Roy Jones. He won the heavyweight title because he picked the guy heavyweight.
But he's beating bigger guys though, no matter whether he cherry picked them or not.
Okay, but the style is what make the fight. It's like if you go against a matchup, like he didn't fight no super athletic young guy that could put pressure on him for 12 rounds.
And that's his.
Why do you think he don't want to fight Benavidez? Because he can't keep up with that pace for 12 goddamn rounds.
Benavidez ain't super athletic. He's just a big dude.
Yeah, but he got a lot of work. He'll never stop.
Yeah.
So it's like Canelo can't fight at that pace.
No,
so what if Crawford can't stop Canelo from cutting the ring off and walking him down?
Then he might lose.
Bud can beat Canelo in any type of engagement in that ring.
Right.
He's just better than Canelo. He's that much better than
Canelo. That's right.
He can be better than Canelo, but he not bigger than Canelo.
He not that much smarter. Yes, he is. He gonna be bigger than Canelo the night of the fight.
One thing about they both
come. Bud fought Madrigal. He was 168. He fought Madrigal. He was 168.
If he
161, 162. Make sure you got your
bigger than Canelo the night of the fight, he's definitely doomed.
Yeah.
Bud was 168 and they were Madrigal.
I wasn't even trying to make 168. I wouldn't care about that. I'd be just trying to get a little over 160. I wouldn't be worried about trying to get to 168 myself.
Hey, the comments say y'all smoking.
He was already 168 against Madrigal.
Bud is 180 right now.
Yeah, but he got to get.
Like I don't know why people think Bud is like a Floyd Mayweather size fighter. He bigger than
Bud gonna be slow as hell if he that big in the ring. Do y'all
Canelo slow as fuck, bro. Slow ass Bud is still faster than Canelo.
Right. Thank you.
Yeah, but I think y'all forgetting that Canelo down with the Juice Crew though, bro.
But you right, no.
I feel like this. Y'all gonna see the difference between a real all-time great and a fake all-time great that was manufactured into making people believe he was great. Y'all gonna see the difference.
That's right. Canelo has stayed away from the Bud type fighters, and that's how he made it to where he's at. He ducked Charlos and he ducked the boo-boos. He stayed away from slick black fighters. After Floyd showed him, you can't fuck with us.
How slick y'all think Crawford gonna be when he put all that weight on?
Slick as he been his whole career.
No, he not gonna be. He not gonna be as slick as he been. He older and he got on more weight.
Well, he not gonna show me nothing.
Bud gonna be snack strong. What you talking about?
Bud don't drink and smoke. He don't party. He don't do none of the shit Canelo do. Everything Canelo did in his career go catch up to him. Like it called up to Earl when you fight somebody who don't do none of that shit.
All right, shout out Jay Henderson. He says, niggas saying Canelo not a real 168 fighter, yet they're defending the guy that's never fought at 168. Can't make this stuff up, Jay Henderson.
I'm not defending him. I'm saying you could pick, just like Canelo picked guys at 68, he could beat. Bud picking somebody at 68, he could beat.
Canelo came from what, 147?
Chasing greatness. No, a lot of people
we can bet whatever, dog. We can bet whatever. I bet you Bud beat him. We can bet
whatever. Started at 147, right? So what do you mean?
He comes up at 154. The last fight was at 154. But it's gonna be interesting. I do think Canelo gonna fight better than he fought against Skull. I think he gonna try to get back. I just don't think he's the same fighter. I think we might see what we saw against Berlanga. He didn't fight that bad against Berlanga, but he really ain't been the same since he was. He was at his best in them 3 fights with Billy Joe Saunders, Callum Smith. And those 2 fights there, that's when he's probably
those dudes is nobodies though.
Don't be surprised if Bud get up there and run around.
Well, if he do, that's boxing. As long as
he might. Yeah, he might try to box and stay out of the way. He can box. He did that with Felix Diaz. He can box now and stay behind the jab. And when Canelo gets close, he'll take the fight back to the middle of the ring and then use your athleticism on him.
Right, that's what he's supposed to do. Who's expecting Bud to go in the pocket with Canelo?
Yeah.
Y'all think Bud gonna stop Canelo?
But I don't think he's gonna do it the
I
whole
think he's
fight.
gonna stop Canelo.
He got to stay in the ground and hit him with something to get his respect for sure.
Canelo's a tank, man. Have anybody stopped Canelo?
No.
I only seen the man
No,
rock
no,
one
no,
time,
no.
and that was 15 years ago.
Yeah. All the way, like I said, Bud can hurt him with some shots he don't see. I don't see him just like not going in there, hitting with shots and hurting Canelo. It'll be a shot that Canelo don't see. But Canelo got some good upper body movement. Canelo good fighter. I ain't taking nothing away from him. I just think he slipped a little bit. And I just think Bud is a special fighter that don't know how to lose. He always find a way to win, just like he found a way to beat his other 41 opponents. Man ain't lost yet. So
Right.
I ain't picking against a guy that always finds a way to win.
If
If Bud go,
hold on, if Bud be the slow, lazy, flat-footed, can't cut off the ring, old Canelo, that he a special fighter?
Yeah, hell yeah. If he
Yeah,
go up
going
2
up there,
weight
Bud,
classes
if
and beat the
Bud go up there
undisputed
and knock
champion,
Canelo out, where y'all putting Bud at on the greatest of all times list?
Come on, man. Now we're just saying things that are not even like.
yeah, you
that's a tough
gotta put him
one.
up there, maybe
We're
top
just saying
25, top 30,
anything,
for sure.
yo.
Top
Now we're
25,
just
top
saying
30.
anything
He'll
out our
definitely
hand
make the
now.
case for top
You see
3
your screen
welterweight about
Come on, yo.
top
You see your
25, top
screen
30,
frequent?
probably.
You see your
Y'all
screen
niggas
So
frequent
he's
if
going
he
up there
knock out
fighting the number one
Canelo.
guy at 168. He ain't going up there like Roy Jones and fighting John Ruiz instead of Lennox Lewis. He going up there
He's
fighting the
fighting
number
the
one guy at
best.
168. He fighting
Right.
the best guy at 168. That's
Fighting
the
the
difference.
best guy at one. Yeah, right.
If he
He's
If
knock him
Bud,
out, where
if
y'all got
Bud
him at?
knocks out
man, I'm
Canelo, he's
top
very
10 at
questionable.
least. 3
I got
times
him.
undisputed.
I got him number one suspect.
Canelo not really the best guy at 68. He avoided all the real 68 fighters.
Who's the best at 68?
So what? We talking
Canelo.
about
Right
who
now?
got the belt stuff.
Probably that Oscar Iglesias or Christian and Billy, one of them.
Yeah, them guys unproven. It's definitely Canelo.
Guys ain't
Canelo
no
How you
belt.
got a
The
lot
prove
of
hell you
benefits.
Iglesias
talking
got the
about?
IBO belt? He had world champion.
Canelo probably knock one
Everybody
of them
ducking.
dudes
He
out,
got a
man.
secondary belt.
He beat
Canelo's
Morrell in the
undisputed.
amateurs.
Canelo is
You know what I'm
undisputed.
saying?
Ain't no more
He been
belts.
kicking ass for a minute,
Secondary
but
belts
they
don't
all
count.
ducking him.
You can
And
always
then
tell one
Christian
of
and
them
Billy been
fans
kicking ass for
is.
a minute. They don't say his name.
Yeah, I don't think Billy could beat Canelo. I
I
don't
think he
think.
can.
You think
Now,
so?
Canelo's at
168
the
is kind
gas
of weak.
station fighting Billy.
168 is real weak outside of Canelo.
Right,
It's
it's
real.
real weak. Anything's
So what
possible, but
y'all gonna do when Canelo close up Bud right eye?
it's just
It's not
it's
gonna happen. He
boxing,
couldn't do
baby.
that to John
It's
Ryder.
boxing.
How you gonna do that to Bud?
It's boxing.
Man, I just don't see it, bro. I
It's
don't see it.
boxing.
It's
We'll
clear. I
see.
see it clear as day. Easy fight for
Yeah, it's
Bud. Gonna be one
boxing.
of his
But
easiest fights.
I think Bud outpoints him. Canelo could only win by a knockout. Ain't no way he outpointing Bud.
Ain't
This
no
is
way Bud
boxing.
could get a
When
decision.
the last time Canelo knocked somebody out?
Exactly. So
Yeah,
when the last time somebody knocked
Ryder,
Canelo by
he knocked
decision?
Ryder out, didn't he?
nah, he ain't stopped Ryder. Ryder made it to a 12th round. Ryder
Did
took
he?
a beating, but Ryder showed a lot of heart. He made it. That was up in
When the
Gala.
last time somebody stayed there and fought with Canelo and instead of getting on the
What
bicycle
does that mean?
once
What
he
does
hurt
stay
him?
here and fought with him
So
mean?
he
What
knocked
does that
Plant out.
mean?
Plant was the
What do
Crawford's
last
you
not
mean
man he
by
gonna
that?
knocked
stand
out.
there and fight with
But
Canelo
he,
frequent.
Yeah, Bud ain't standing there. That'll be the dumb thing to do.
he gonna be in that mid range, but he ain't gonna be in. He gonna be in that mid range, kind of like what Shakur do. Kind of be in the mid range. He ain't gonna be doing all that running like Jamel did, but he gonna
Is
be in that
is
mid range, and he gonna be trying to turn him, hitting him with the
So
jabs.
what if he do
He
what
trying to
Davidson
Is
did?
Bud punching harder than Jamel Charlo though, bro?
He
No.
might.
He's a
He
better
might.
overall fighter than Jamel Charlo. Got a better jab.
That ain't what I asked. I asked
Man, he
is
ain't
he
no
punching
better
as hard as Jamel?
overall fighter than
We
Yeah,
Jamel
don't know.
Charlo
Charlo.
harder than Jamel, bro.
168, I don't know. Remember, they was at 168. Jamel
Bro,
didn't really have nothing at 168. He ain't
Bud
hurt.
is
He
a
ain't do
harder
nothing.
puncher than Jamel
So I
Charlo.
don't know. I don't know at
Bud's a
168.
harder puncher. Yeah, he didn't do nothing but like stop the last 12 out of 13 opponents, including
Jamel
Great
is
Spence.
Jamel is a harder puncher than Crawford, y'all. Come on,
I
stop.
Where
wouldn't
at
say that.
168? You talking about
I wouldn't
168?
say
You
that.
talking about
No, he's
overall?
not.
I wouldn't say over their
I
careers. You
don't
saying
know.
that Jamel is a better
Jamel
knockout
been
artist than
stopping
Bud?
fighters too though.
Is that what you saying?
At
You
Well,
saying
he
that
He
did.
Jamel?
cleared
Yeah,
out the
he
whole
had like a good
154 division,
Bud.
and
Bud had like a
nobody
10
still
fight
beat
week
him at
knockout streak,
154.
dog. Bro, Bud knocked out everybody he fought at welterweight.
Yeah,
Right.
No, he
Jamel
didn't
didn't
What are we
knock out
talking
him
about?
Castano
out.
in the first
He
fight. He
got
ain't
a
knock out
Bud got
Harrison.
TKO.
90% knockout
What
KCO.
are we
Jamel
talking
don't.
He
about?
got a TKO. He's not knocking them out. Like Charlo was knocking niggas out. Bud was getting
Who he
TKOs.
knock out? He knocked out Boot Lubin and that's it.
Yeah, he didn't knock out
He
Castano
didn't
in the
knock
first
out the
fight.
He
best
He
lost to
knocked
niggas.
out.
Castano. He
He
lost to
knocked
a
out
dude that's like
Castano too.
5'5",
What y'all
bud.
talking about?
Jamel
He didn't knock
Jamal Charlo lost
Castano.
to had a draw with Castano, who
Right.
ain't shit.
Didn't
Who Bud
he stop
eviscerate.
He
Castano was a
came
good
back
And
and stopped Castano though.
he
y'all
did,
Yeah, he
but it was
did
still a
stop
tough
him.
fight. He didn't just blow
He
through
y'all
did
don't
stop
Castano.
him.
exactly, and Bud wouldn't have blew through Castano either at
Yes, he
54.
would have.
didn't blow through Madrimov.
Madrimov didn't want to fight. He just stood there and fainted because he was scared of Bud Power.
Right.
That was probably he never opened up.
Motherfucker was scared to death of Bud Power. Every time Bud touched him, he put blue on his face. Look at Madrimov's face after the fight. This dude was beat the fuck up.
To keep Bud off his square with them feints.
Canelo ain't never beat up. Canelo beat up people like Bud do. I'm gonna just be real. Like
not no more.
Damage on people's faces after fighting Bud.
Canelo used to put hands on.
They don't be looking like that at the fight. Canelo
used to put hands on the motherfucker, but Mel has not been known to be a better knockout artist than Bud.
Bud ain't no damn knockout artist.
Bud beat the hell out of Jamil Charlo.
And Bud stopped everybody at welterweight.
That's why Charlo moved up to fight Canelo instead of fighting Bud for undisputed. Because he knew he knew Bud was gonna knock him out.
Bud stopped 12 opponents in a row. What are we talking about?
He's not a knockout artist.
So you stopped 12 niggas in a row and you're not a knockout artist?
He's not knocking nobody out, bro.
Just not be confused by the verbiage, yo.
We're going in the Madrimov.
They was on the canvas. They was on the canvas.
He knocked out Avanesian at 47.
And he knocked out what's his name? Benavidez. He knocked out Benavidez.
He stopped everybody though.
What are you talking about? Them is KOs.
He's not a knockout artist.
Them is knockouts.
No, he's
what
not.
Knockout artist to you, 2 Cent? You saying he ain't one? Who do you consider a knockout artist?
You talking about his recent fights?
He's gonna say 10 games or something like that.
Deontay Wilder was a knockout artist.
Oh yeah.
Okay, after Bud make Canelo look silly, that's just y'all gotta give him credit and say he great. That's why he taking the fight. To show people Canelo's a fraud. Because he shouldn't be able to beat Canelo.
But that's what I'm saying though, no cap. Like I understand if you really think you a dog and y'all obviously think that Terence is a dog, whatever the case may be, then why are you not fighting Benavidez? Or why are you not fighting somebody?
Benavidez too big. Say Richard Canelo not fighting him. He too big.
Canelo's not fighting.
That's what I'm saying. Canelo not a real 168.
I'm saying
if he was a real 168, you would have fought Benavidez.
But they don't have
yeah, Turkey wanted to fight.
But was not a real 168 either, but he's going up there to fight Canelo. So that really doesn't matter.
But Canelo not a real 168.
But Canelo's undisputed champion.
So why Canelo did try to be undisputed at 54 or 160 when the competition was there? Because he didn't want it, because he couldn't. So he ran to 68 and got vacant belts. So he took an easy route to manufacture some fake legacy instead of fighting his contemporaries at 60. Every time the shit got hot, he ran out the division.
Every time he got hot,
I'm sick of this Canelo, dude. I can't wait for Bud to beat his ass.
Me too.
Let me read to y'all. Let me read to y'all what Oscar De La Hoya said. Oscar De La Hoya tweeted. So hear me out. Crawford will be 38, and Canelo is 35. Crawford hasn't fought in a year and got exposed by Madrimov, in my opinion. Canelo has been getting exposed for the past few years. Can anyone please explain to me how this is the biggest fight in boxing?
We're talking about commercially. Commercially is two of the biggest names in the sport of boxing. I understand that you're saying they haven't looked that great the last several fights, but they still two of the biggest names, and you got two loyal fan bases that's going to shell out big money.
No fan base.
What's your definition of biggest fight, though?
That's because Oscar was a fraud. He Golden Boy's sinking ship, and he hating.
Yeah, he mad at Canelo.
When you say biggest fight, are you talking about just the money, or are you talking about more anticipated fight?
The money is what determines if it's a big fight.
No, I disagree though. Then I think that's what a discrepancy is.
That's how you measure how big a fight is. The money shows you how many eyes and people were interested in the fight. You can't measure it no other way.
What's the biggest seller so far this year? What fight sold the most pay-per-view buys? Was it Tank Roach? What fight did the biggest numbers?
In the United States,
so in the United States, probably Tank Roach, yeah.
Tank Roach, okay. I don't think Bill Bellaby really did that much. Both fights, I don't think it did. Usyk Fury probably did good over there, but I don't think it did no good numbers. Just Crawford Canelo, it's gonna do the most pay-per-view buys in 2025. That's for sure. I don't see any other fight.
It's all gonna be Mexican fans because Bud doesn't really have a fan base. So it's gonna be all Mexican fans, and it's not gonna do that much because they're disgusted with him too.
JB Sports, what platform are they gonna have it on?
The Zone, I guess. I would soon be on the Zone pay-per-view.
When has the Zone ever did a million pay-per-views?
A million pay-per-views?
When it has
Yeah,
its own, that platform is not even built to do 1 million pay-per-views. You know why? Because you have to have a subscription to the zone. You have to have a subscription to the zone, and then you can buy the pay-per-view. It's not doing 1 million pay-per-view buys.
yeah, but you can do the
But
pay.
I disagree about what y'all saying is the biggest fight. It don't go by the money.
Well,
It
you
don't
can
go by
disagree.
what's the money
That's
that's
fine.
generated.
You can
Because the
disagree. That's
casuals the casuals contribute to that. I'm not talking about like that. I'm talking about it's the biggest fight because you got a guy that's 2 times undisputed about to fight another guy who's undisputed 2 times.
It doesn't matter if people don't buy it and go see it frequent. You could
It
Yeah,
have
do
that
six
does
matter.
not
times.
matter.
It
You
do
could have
matter. And
6 times.
history is going to matter.
You could have
Not
6 time
really.
undisputed versus 6 time undisputed. If nobody buys it, they don't sell out no gate, then it's not a big fight. Period. I
You're
don't care
looking
what
at
accolades.
it a different
It's
way.
not about to cut me off. You're gonna let me talk. It's not about the accolades that they're fighting for that make it a big fight. That's not what makes it a big fight. Like, I don't know why y'all can't get that through y'all head. It could be undisputed of the century versus undisputed of the century. That does if nobody buys it and pays for it, it's not a big fight. How is it a big fight?
It's a big fight because you're gonna have you
Hey,
have
2
gonna have
Cent,
platforms
what was
talking about
Muhammad
this fight.
Ali's biggest fight?
Oh, that's back in the day. That's boxing was on a
Rumble in the
different level
jungle.
back then. Boxing was
Yeah,
always
which one
more
generated the most money? Don't nobody know. Everybody only thing you remember is the one that had the biggest accolades behind it. That's the only thing you're going to remember about this fight. You're not going to remember how much it sold. You're just going to remember what accolades they had when they fought. That's going to make it the biggest fight. It don't have nothing to do with the money.
Okay, frequent.
Y'all Tank fans is on that money thing hard, I see, but
and,
because y'all don't got no accolades to stand on or stand behind, get
Man,
behind.
just look at the
But it's
casual
the
saying,
same because y'all talk
saying
about
he didn't run
accolades
through
when
Madrigal. How
accolades
you
ain't
gonna run through
helping y'all
Canelo?
sell
Y'all said the
shit.
same thing
Hold on,
about
y'all.
Spence. He
Hold on.
couldn't
Let me
run through
get
this
this.
guy. How you gonna run through Spence?
Hold on. Let me get this super chat. Shout out to Boxing Hacking with the. Oh my bad. $5 in the super chat. He says 2 cents. The zone doesn't release numbers, so we never know what the actual numbers are. However, Ben versus Eubank was a huge event, which probably sold a lot in the UK. Shout out Boxing Hacker.
Stop shouting him
that's
out.
a hell of a
I
fight
have a
too.
question for y'all. Why do y'all think that Bud Crawford is the best?
He's 2 times undisputed.
Right. He beat the number
Because
one dog at
belts.
welterweight.
But hold on, because let him tell it. Earl Spence not even going to Hall of Fame, so does he count?
Of
Because take
course,
that
Earl
name over
counts.
his
Earl Spence
resume.
was just
But I'm
unified in
telling
one
y'all,
division.
what came out of y'all fighter mouth. That's all I'm saying.
And
So
I'm
then my
explaining
question
why
then
he said
becomes,
that.
let
Right.
me
Yeah,
Why you ask?
I don't
finish. Let
agree
me
with that.
finish.
You
Let me
asked the
finish.
question, man. You got to.
No, you can wait until I'm done. So if that's the case, what other name on his resume propels him to number one?
The
We
fact
got
that
with
he.
Sean Porter.
All of them together.
Right.
But if
Right.
he's telling you that Errol Spence is not going on the Hall of Fame, he's acting like he's nothing. Why are we making it seem like he's some big world beater? If he's downplaying his own resume, why is this going to be such a huge fight?
Because
He
that's
beat
him.
Earl.
But
He can
Earl
say
was the
whatever he want to say about Earl.
right.
He
What are you
beat
talking
Earl.
about? Was
So
Earl
y'all don't
not the
agree with
big
him.
dog at welterweight?
So he can discredit his biggest win because he beat him.
He can do
I
whatever he
don't
want to
agree with
do.
him. I think Earl going in the Hall of Fame, but Bud can say what he want to say about him
But
because he beat him.
that don't make it a fact that because Bud say
See, what Bud meant to say was Earl's not an all-time great. He's not in the same category that Bud is in, but he is a Hall of Famer. But to
Yeah,
Bud, he think all
he might
all-time
be a
greats
Hall
should
of
be in the Hall
Famer.
of Fame. And that's not the case.
He might be a Hall of Famer, but
oh
regardless,
yeah.
he was the
So
number
a guy
one
in the Hall of
dog.
Fame, Earl Spence Jr. should be in the Hall of Fame. No
Regardless,
doubt.
he was the
He's Hall
number
of Fame.
one dog at welterweight when Bud beat him.
Yeah,
Bud
he's
went
definitely.
undisputed at welterweight
And
and
he
undisputed
collected
at
all the belts.
140.
He didn't beat
What are you talking about
nobody
here?
that was unified already. Earl collected all of the belts that he had one by one.
Listen, I'm just telling y'all what he said.
What are we really
That's all
talking
I'm
about
doing.
here?
What he
What
said
I'm
don't
really
matter
talking about
though.
is take that. Oh, okay.
He beat Sean Porter though. That's good. When Sean Porter's a borderline Hall of Fame, he might get in. It's 50-50 if he gonna get in or not. So he's
Yeah,
got some good wins.
yeah,
Beat
he
Billy
got
Sean
good
Porter
wins.
fought everybody.
both
Sean
undefeated.
Porter
That
fought
was
everybody.
unification at 140. You got a good Felix
Well,
Diaz.
everybody, but Bud was the only one that stopped him.
Bud fought everybody. Who Porter fight? Bud ain't fight. Y'all crazy. Who poured a fight Bud ain't for?
It's not about Bud. It's about Canelo being
Brook.
overrated
He ain't fight
garbage.
Kell Brook.
Canelo's a scourge on boxing.
Oh yeah, he did beat Kell Brook. I
He
forgot.
beat everybody Sean Porter fought.
Stop Kell Brook with that ankle punch like Ali. You know what an ankle punch? You didn't see that punch
Hey,
either.
y'all, listen up. We about to wrap it up. I'm about to go around and let everybody get their final 2 cents off. We gonna start with Frequent Flyer. Frequent Flyer RC. What's your final 2 cents? What you got for the show?
Keith Thurman. That's who he beat. That actually he lost to Keith Thurman, but yeah, he fought him, and Bud ain't fight Keith Thurman. But I ain't got nothing, y'all. Salute to everybody on the panel. I appreciate you letting me come up here 2 cents and throwing me in the back a bunch of times.
Yeah.
Salute to everybody in the chat, and I'm out.
You gotta make an example out of somebody. Your ass off my pound.
By y'all logic, Floyd fighting Conor McGregor was a bigger fight than him fighting Diego Corrales.
By my logic, I just want him to be consistent. I'll just point out what he said. So I don't know what you mean by my logic. I'm going by what Terence Crawford
I'm saying
said.
by y'all logic that Conor McGregor and Floyd, because it made way more money than Diego Corrales, the only fight Floyd ever been in where he was an underdog in that title fight. Y'all saying that that's bigger than Floyd's title fight where he beat was the underdog champion.
Yes, if it made more money, had more eyes on it. Absolutely.
Yeah, but with men sitting around talking boxing, they're not talking to McGregor and
there's
Floyd.
A better fight, and there's a big fight. The Diego fight is the better fight. The McGregor fight was the bigger fight. You got to understand the difference.
Yeah, boxing and UFC fans. You had the two major fighters in each of the sports, so that's why that fight was big.
Rollo, what's your final 2 cents? What you got for the show?
I think Bud and Canelo is the biggest fight in boxing. I can't wait to see it happen. And Bud gonna put himself in the top 10 when he beat Canelo. All-time great.
Ooh, top 10. He gonna be up there with Ali and all of them, huh? He might, I don't know.
He gonna have more accomplished. He gonna be 3
Sugar
times
Ray Robinson, all of them, okay.
3 times undisputed. Did Ali and them do that?
Yeah.
Because nobody
done that?
About that.
Yeah, I can definitely hear the argument. He can top if he pull this off.
Will he not be in a class of his own if he accomplishes 3 times undisputed?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, undefeated too.
Yeah. I mean, how else do you judge somebody? How else do we judge somebody? We're not talking about Barkley in the all-time great because he ain't got no rings. How else do you judge somebody in sports besides the championships they won? It's the only way you judge somebody. Not about how much money they made. It's crazy.
It's different in boxing, bro. It's different.
No, it's not. It's never.
Yes,
no,
it is.
Nobody glorifies the guy that made $20 million fighting Tyson. Nobody glorifies him. No, you don't. You don't even know who Tony Tucker is.
But you glorify Tyson for making $30 million in one fight.
No, we glorify Tyson for being the youngest undisputed champion ever.
Nigga, no, we don't.
Yes, we do. What do you mean?
His style of fighting and how big
Tyson
he was
for being
in boxing.
The youngest undisputed champion ever.
Undisputed. That is not what people talk about when they talk about
Tyson.
Tyson.
Love knockout. He knocked people out. People love knockout.
When they talk about Tyson to this day, he is the youngest undisputed heavyweight champion in the world.
Clearly one of the biggest stars in boxing. You think when he fought Jake Paul, they was like, "Oh, it's Mike Tyson. He was the youngest undisputed." Not one person said that.
Yeah, that's how he got famous. He got famous for being a 21-year-old undisputed champion. It's never been done.
He got famous for the outrageous shit that came out of his mouth and for knocking people out.
No, he got famous for being the youngest undisputed champion ever. That's how he got famous.
Have a good night, Rollo.
You too, babe.
All right. Shout out Rollo. No cap. What's your final 2 cents? No, JB Sports. What's your final 2 cents? What you got for the show, JB Sports?
Let's say this.
Okay.
Canelo is not that.
Hold on. Let JB go. Hold on. Go ahead, JB.
Okay, I believe that Canelo versus Crawford is a big fight because you're gonna have sports shows that don't normally talk boxing gonna be talking about this fight. They're gonna have Crawford on there. They're gonna have Canelo on there interviewing them. You know, shows like ESPN First Take. You might even see him over in Shannon Sharp's show that he has podcast. What they call it?
Yeah, we saw him on what you call it.
He's already been on there. Yeah, Club Shake Shake. That's what I'm saying. That's why big. That's when you know it's a big fight because they have other fights come on. Them shows don't talk about those fights. They're gonna be talking about those fights. You probably gonna see ESPN at this fight. Set up at have a little booth set up where they'll be breaking down the fight, analyzing the fight, stuff like that. They normally don't have that. You'll see the weigh-in broadcast live on ESPN. You don't have that in other fights. They let you know what type of fight this is. This is going to be a big fight commercially, featuring two of the biggest names in sport of boxing. You're going to have a legacy defining matchup. In my opinion, the winner will be the best fighter of this era. So it's a lot on the line for this fight. Two of the more recognizable names that's going to be fighting. So it's a big fight. It's a big fight. A lot of other fights are not going to bring this type of attention that this fight will bring. And another thing, with all that being said, Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney lost a lot of money a couple of weeks ago when they put on the performances they put on. Turkey came out, I think today or yesterday, and said that he's not interested in putting that fight on. So it's going to be interesting to see where each fighter goes from here. Now, Ryan Garcia does have a promoter behind him, so he'll probably be able to get another fight. Devin Haney really don't have a promoter. He's working exclusively with Turkey, so it'll be interesting to see where he goes. He's ranked highly in the WBC, so hopefully he'll be able to get a fight with a top guy, maybe a champion or somebody that's in the top 10, top 15 of the WBC. But those guys lost a lot of money based on each other's performance. Ryan in defeat and Devin Haney in win. So shout out to the panel, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.
All right, JB Sports, thank you for coming up here, giving your 2 cents for the show. No Cap, what's your final 2 cents? What you got for the show?
Yeah, I don't know how many pay-per-views go sell if it's a big fight. I just know Canelo trash and he can't beat Bud. He can't beat no fighter on Bud level. Any fighter that's on Bud level, anybody like that that's on that level, Canelo can't beat them. Because he's not that type of fighter, though. He's not that good.
But no Cap, you're not taking into consideration. But no Cap, you're not taking into consideration. Bud not gonna be moving like this. He not gonna like y'all taking Bud at 147.
He don't gotta move that much. He just gotta move slow, slight movements. That's it. He got the longer reach. He can counter. He gonna be countering Canelo at will. Canelo gonna be hesitant to throw. It's not gonna be the fight y'all think.
But what if he ain't gonna be hesitant to throw?
Then he gonna get knocked out.
Who, Bud?
Canelo, he gonna go in survival mode. Trust me.
I gotta see it, no Cap. I just
Bud is gonna have his way with him. After this, Canelo only got power for 5 rounds. First of all, if you watch his fights.
So after what you think? You think Bud gonna get punched on by Canelo for 5 rounds?
He not gonna be able to hit Bud. He too slow. Bro. Bud gonna see them punches coming a mile away.
Come on, no Cap. Usually we on the same page, but tonight I don't know.
All right, when it all happened, exactly what I said, just say I was right. That's all I'm saying.
I will. If it happened, I ain't got no problem with that. But I'm just saying, y'all niggas are reaching for the stars.
Canelo long time. Canelo trash. Bro. Canelo full of old ass Kodo. Triple G was his mandatory. He ducked Triple G. That's how Triple G became champion.
What's up with you tonight?
No Cap, who Terence been fighting?
I want No Cap tested for Oxygen.
He been beating up everybody. What you mean? He beat up Earl, beat up Sean Porter. He beat up Amir Khan easier than Canelo. Amir Khan was putting hands on Canelo. He was fucking Canelo up. It did. Bud just destroys Amir Khan.
Okay, so you know what? I think that No Cap has such a disdain for Canelo that it's like seeping into his.
Right. I do. You're exactly right.
I can tell. I can feel it. I feel it.
That's why I'm glad he fighting Bud, because I know Bud is going to destroy his legacy. He's going to everything. His fraud is going to be completely exposed upon the world stage. Nobody's ever going to respect Canelo as an all-time great fighter, and that's what I'm here for. To end Canelo. This Canelo shit's been the worst thing that's ever happened in boxing.
Damn.
That's a stretch.
Canelo messed up boxing.
Sprinkle of hate.
Canelo the reason these motherfuckers don't want to fight. Canelo the reason these motherfuckers want to just chase checks. Because that's all Canelo been doing. Robbing motherfuckers.
Oh my goodness.
You know what I'm saying? Canelo's about to go to cruiserweight and fight that African dude. But DAZN was like, man, you already robbed us for enough money. You got to fight Bivol. You got to give us a real fight. That's the only reason he fought Bivol. What happened? Got his ass beat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If they would have gave him a fight at cruiserweight, he would have beat that dude at cruiserweight today. But oh my God, Canelo's so great. He'd have got the belt at cruiserweight, and everybody been kissing his ass like he did something.
But no Cap, you don't think that you put a little bit too much on it?
Be two bullshit niggas fighting.
You say what?
You don't think you put too much on it? Oh.
What you mean too much on it?
I mean, like, let's be realistic here. I've never seen Canelo rocked, knocked down, look like he hurt nothing. And you think Bud gonna accomplish all of that?
He got rocked by Bivol. Bivol hurt him.
Do you think Bud is gonna accomplish all of that?
Triple G hurt. He got gassed against Triple G. I mean, Canelo got a good shit. That's why I think they're gonna go to the body. See, if you go to the body on Canelo, you definitely stop him because he ain't got no gas tank. So you can stop Canelo just by wearing him down when he gets tired. The punches to the head gonna hurt a lot more. But Bud can definitely stop Canelo because Canelo got stamina issues. Bud is gonna attack the body constantly, and then in the later rounds, Canelo gonna be gassed, and Bud gonna start putting hurt on him. We gonna see if Canelo really got that mess. If he really got the cojones, if we gonna see who Canelo really is when he in deep waters with Bud, is he gonna run? I bet you he run like he did against Triple G in the first fight. Canelo ran from Triple G in the first fight, so-called running. Even though I thought that was Canelo better. Run?
No cap, you tripping.
Triple G fight, Canelo was looking like Shakur, nigga. But that was all good.
Yeah, no cap's biases is really seeping into his argument right now.
Ain't no biases. Y'all biased against Bud because he beat up Spencer. Y'all can't get over.
Man, this ain't got nothing to do
with
him.
First of all, I'm about to say
this is just common sense.
No, it's not because y'all believe in the Canelo story. See,
it's because
it's not.
He's the smaller man. He's coming off a long layoff and he's moving up to a weight class he never fought at.
No, Canelo, that shit don't matter with his Canelo ain't that much bigger than Bud, and Bud is probably gonna be bigger than Canelo in the ring. Bud has the frame to pack on weight. He was 168 in the ring with Madrimov.
You still have to acclimate to a weight, even if you could just pack it on. You still have to acclimate.
This dude actually can't Crawford beat Madrimov. He already beat up Madrimov.
Yeah, but he struggled with him.
No, he did it. Madrimov
in the first half of that fight. Yes, he did.
No, he did it. He won the first half easily. Madrimov had 2 good rounds against Bud where he was actually landing punches. The rest of the fight, he didn't do shit. Bud beat him up the last 3 rounds when he turned up the gas on him.
So what happened when he fought What happened when he fought Mean Machine?
He knocked out Mean Machine.
After Mean Machine knocked his ass down, what, the second or third round?
Didn't anyway just get knocked down?
Do you think Canelo hit harder than Mean Machine?
Yeah, but he don't box like Mean Machine. He ain't as fast as Mean Machine. He got a slow plotted style that's easy for a boxer to pick apart. That's why he's selective. He carefully picks his opponents.
No cap. I'm gonna call this.
He got an easy style to figure out.
I need you on the panel with me calling the Canelo Bud. I need you up here on the panel with me calling this.
Beating the shit out of Canelo, I'm gonna be talking my shit. I'm gonna be for real.
Well, you know what? I hope so. Because if you get his ass up, you're gonna have a damn heart attack.
Because I know it's gonna happen. Just like I knew Rolly was gonna beat up Ryan. I just knew the style. I just knew Rolly was gonna beat up Ryan. Just like I know Bud is gonna beat up Canelo.
We'll see, bro. Go put all your money on Bud.
I am.
I am.
Where can I go? I need to learn how to bet. I don't even know how to bet, and I'm in Vegas. I don't know how to bet.
I don't know how to do it either.
You tripping? All right, no cap. Thank you for coming up. Thank you for coming up and giving your 2 cents. I'll be live again Friday. And it will be 2 Cents Boxing, be the call-in show, but we will be having an all-women's panel. So, Jab Queen Boxing, Key with the T, Why You Mad Toya, Miss Barbara D, Miss Joette, Ashley's Corner, all of them, I want them all to come through and hop on the panel. Let's talk this boxing talk, but the phone lines will be open for the fellas to call in or any other women that want to call in and just don't want to be on the panel. But shout out No Cap for coming up and giving his 2 cents. Jab Queen Boxing, close us out. What you got for the show?
Usually No Cap and I are on the same page tonight. I don't know what's going on with him. Well, first and foremost, I am not exactly sure where all this faith comes in for Bud Crawford. He is going up, 2-3 weight classes, putting on a bunch of weight. We don't know how he's going to hold that weight in the ring, if he's going to get tired. We don't know what's going to happen if Canelo connects with him because Bud is, quote unquote, not a scary fighter. He will try to engage. So we're not sure how he's going to handle any of that. On the flip side, Canelo is looking slower. His legs don't move as fast. He does have a problem with slick black black fighters. However, I have not seen Canelo rock, knock down, even look like okay, maybe stunned or whatever, but that don't really do much to Canelo. So I am very interested on how they really think Bud is going to pull this off. He has a knack for going after guys who are maybe past their prime, or he sees some weakness in them. So maybe he sees something in Canelo, like the age, like the fact that Canelo's always damn drunk. So, maybe that's what he got going on. I'm really not sure. The biggest fight in boxing, I don't know where they're getting this from. The biggest names in boxing, I don't really know where they're getting that from either. But hey, do they thing. As far as Tio goes, I mean, we all saw the information posted there. So, let's come together as a collective and just see what we can do. Because something has to happen. I mean, he just can't keep being ignorant for no damn reason. It's almost like he's doing it because he knows there's no consequences. So we have to come together and show him that there will be consequences to his actions. And we can all go from there. I guess I will see you Friday. What time again?
6:30 regular show time.
7:30 my time. All right.
6:30. Yeah, 7:30 your time. Okay.
Yeah, because I'm on the East Coast. Okie
Right.
dokie. I will
All
holla.
right. See you Friday for the ladies' night. And it feels all right. All right, we're doing ladies' night Friday night, all woman panel. All the women, make sure you come through and click the link. Let's get up there and talk some boxing. These fellas be way too emotional in this boxing space. Let's just get some logic and common sense brought to the panel. I want to appreciate everybody that came up tonight. I had a whole different crew tonight. Shout out Rollo the Sweet on the panel. Shout out Fly Frequency. Shout out No Cap. Shout out JB Sports. Shout out Mr. Shelton. Always Jab Queen Boxing, my co-host. Who else came up there? Shout out Paid in Full and anybody else that came on the panel tonight. Interesting conversation. I just wanted to do a quick, short little show. Still ended up being on here 2 hours. Listen, if you think you finna get on live for 1 hour, you might as well just throw it out the window. That is extremely, extremely difficult to do, to get on here. I mean, by the time you say what you got to say, it's been an hour. By the time you say what you got to say, it's been an hour. Listen, I hope this Bud Canelo fight is all it's cracked up to be. I really do. I don't mind Bud winning. It's not like I don't want Bud to win because he beat Spence. Listen, this is a completely different fight. This ain't got nothing to do with Earl Spence. I would love for Bud to go up and beat Canelo and prove he's the greatest of the greatest ever to ever live, to ever put on the gloves. But I just don't see it happening. But it's always a chance that it can happen. We shall see. I pinned to the top of the chat the WBO information. A lot of people seem to be really upset about that, seriously. And I think that the energy was kind of misplaced. And now we need to take that energy you initially had when you initially heard what he said, take it, put it into an email, make a phone call, go comment on the Twitter page, do all three, not just one of those things. If you want to get your voices heard and you really want to get some action taken, just sitting around complaining about it is not going to do anything. You have to actually take the action. So I would like to see everybody come together collectively as a community and put this in the works, and let's see what we can get done. And then you will see how you should mobilize and move when you have a problem with something. You got to take the political route sometimes. You got to take the political route. So listen, join me again Friday, 6:30, Women's Panel Call-In Show. I'll be back again Sunday for the weekly wrap-up, Sunday 5 to 7. But listen, if you don't want your host all in the videos, cussing you out, timing you out the chat, leaving you in the background, kicking you off the panel, muting you, come on over to 2 Cents Boxing, where we talk everything boxing and everybody's entitled to their own opinion.